Part one. A lot of y'all telepathic senses are being sped up. And the telepathic senses come by way of, some people say they call it a spiritual gift, but the telepathic senses are coming by because of the alertness and the planet is speeding up. So a lot of y'all are feeling things as they happen, especially if you connected to someone with an etherical cord to them. If you connected to people with etherical cords, you can feel the stuff that's happening to them as it's happening. And you can telepathically, let me tell you this, let me break this down, because there's a lot of shit that's going, it's just about going at that person, but it's really a scientific background, and it's a lot of esoteric information connected, and NGO, just prophecy and everything connected to a lot of the stuff that you putting out now. And so people they coming in, they finna get it, you finna get this work. Like you say, you finna get this work. Hey, so ladies and gentlemen, phase one. Before you go, phase, I forgot to make this dang announcement. Let me make this announcement before we forget. It's exposed. Well, we see a red light. It's a degrees Sophia. God, what you feeling? Oh, I'm feeling green, man. I'm feeling green like a pool table, but not the green they say when you in the streets and you don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? We know we in that other green light. Yeah. So I feel like a pureness. I feel like a cleanliness. The green light is it's like purifying the whole. It's exposing everything that's false, and it's just everything coming out. So it's just it's purifying the negative energy and the curse energy and all that. It just I feel real green right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Somebody said they feel minty fresh in the they feel minty fresh.
When you did that, I did a shuffle. I did a card pull. I pulled the language of light card. While I asked you that, I was pulling me some cards, so I pulled a language of light card. This is what we speak. As a matter of fact, one of the books I got is called How to Speak Elite, which is saying how to speak the language of the light, how to speak the language of the Illuminati. So I understand why they had me ask that, and I understand why they had me pull that card. Because to begin with, before you even start speaking on Drake the Dragon being exposed, first let's deal with the fact that Drake the Dragon is all around you to begin with. It's not something that we should have had to expose. It's just that in this day and time, too many people that achieve the degrees of consciousness started to push out the dark degrees, or the degrees of Baphomet, or the degrees of Sophia. And it calls for all of the people to be blinded in a time where they needed to be able to see the light. But what is that light? What does language of the light mean? What does language of the Illuminati mean? What do I mean when I'm saying how to speak elite? First, when you're looking at people and you see their names, right, or the dates that they were born, or the time periods in which they came into your reality, as in when you met them, but also into the reality, as in the whole game, the whole plane itself, when they were first being beheld, or somebody first said, this is this person, and they gave them a tone. What were the elements, what were the compartments and pieces that came together to form that moment? Can you read that? If you look at a sign right now and you see 4 letters on it, it's a red sign. It says STOP. Not only do you know how to read that sign, especially if you speak in English, in an English-speaking society, you know how to read that sign, but you also know the action that needs to be done once you see that sign, based off of how the laws in your society is set up. So when you see a stop sign, what do? You come to a stop. When you see a green light, what do? You go. When you see a red light, you stop and observe. You pay attention to what's going on around you. Okay, cool. So both of those lights have some type of position and some type of purpose, all right, especially in a reality where they exist. It's not like red light itself is evil. However, certain beings have navigated themselves and gravitated toward the lower vibratory realities. Okay, so when they access certain light, what they chose to do when they touched that all-spark was they put out the light that calls for people to not be able to behold things how they could be beheld if you had the sciences that allowed you to see past what was just that veil sitting in front of you, or what you say is face value. So when you hear Drake exposed, or when you saw 19 keys exposed, and then I can say this a million times over, people still won't get it, but eventually it will start to seep in, you think, oh, this must be about 19 keys, the human flesh being. Is way bigger than him. You think it has to be about Drake, the human flesh being. Is way bigger than him. However, they have to, because they pushed out themselves, or they were ejected or projected in your reality as stars, they still have to amount to, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, whatever the sciences are that come with their name. The same way you say Kanye Omari West. Okay, when I was in high school, they used to say, you remind me of Kanye. They used to call me Little Kanye. I had a counselor who called me Little Kanye in high school, right? Why? Well, Kanye's middle name is Omari. My first name is Omari. that Mar is in our name. They say, you remind me of Tupac. Well, Tupac has Amaru in his name. Amaru. Okay, is that an accident? No. There are no accidents. When you really start figuring out who was what and what was what and who and when at a certain period of time and why it happened this way and that way, you start getting able to tie everything together and say, there are no coincidences. There are no accidents. That's why I tell you, study in the Hermeticus, all right, or the school of Hermes or Tahuti, all right, depending on what tone you call them by. And you'll find that their whole explanation of your reality is, for one, it's not happening by chance. And for two, the only differing degree in the master and the novice is what they understand, what they're able to read with that stop sign, and those who know what to do when they see a stop sign. Now, you may still see the stop sign and choose to drive through it, and you may get away with it. But if there's somebody placed in position, all right, that'll say, well, you got to get your hand tapped because you ran through that stop sign and you knew you weren't supposed to, when you call the police, all right, or an authoritative figure, what they do or what we do is we step in and say, you were supposed to observe that. You understand? And we give you a ticket or a citation or a recitation and tell you have to remember this time, all right, or next time, and you will be fined, okay, until you become refined and then you learn to respect that law. All right, this is how the language of the light works. Everything around you is to be read. Everything around you is being read by certain levels of people at certain different times. People are being able to read it. Not only are they able to read it, they're also able to write it. Are you with me? So the elite are playing a specific game, and the commoners, as they call them, are playing a whole different game. The commoners are the ones like everybody else that don't have a position, that sit right up there with the EOP called the Eye of Providence, all right, who understand a new concept, all right, or a new conception. We say annuit coeptis, the ones who say God has favored our works. God has favored us or put us above everybody else. So they set themselves up as the ones who literally have the divine connection, separated themselves from the ones who sit at the bottom of that pyramid called the commoners. And they built this whole reality, letter by letter, word by word, concept by concept. They gave each color a name. They gave each color an emotion. They gave each of these sounds called phonemes, a position in your reality where you'll use these phonemes to express some type of idea. You understand? So if you're speaking an English language, for certain, not just the English language, any of the languages, somebody crafted it and put it together. Okay, it's the same thing with this reality. So when you see Drake, what do you hear? All right, some people may go immediately to Draconian, okay, which is what I feel a lot of people will do. They immediately go, oh, when you talk about a Draconian. Well, first, look at the being in your mind's eye. When you see Drake, who is called Aubrey, all right, look at the being in your mind's eye, and I want you to ask yourself, does he look like the average human being? Does Drake look like the average human being? Or would you immediately be able to locate Drake in Disney or Nickelodeon, any of these places where they done put these cartoon characters or elf creatures? Hold on to that. Like, he doesn't look like a human being. Off rip. All right? Somebody might even say Dracula or another type of being, a vampire. Okay, you can immediately look at Drake and see that.
How to emulate 50,000 crunches in 20 minutes and melt belly fat like butter. This genius way.
Now that I've said it, you won't be able to unsee it. Okay, cool. Drake in your mind's eye is not the average human being. He was never born to be the average human being, which is why he was named certain tones for certain reasons. So what is Aubrey? Because they can say, well, we're not talking about Drake. Let's deal with the Aubrey first. Because somebody might say it's not his name, it's his middle name. So if you look at the Aubrey, Aubrey itself is a breakdown of two words. You're saying the word Alb, A-L-B, which is to say a elf or something that is likened unto a fairy. Okay, so you're saying an elf. Or you can say R-I-C, all right, at the end. So Alb-Rick. Go look at the word, Alb-Rick. So when you're saying Alb-Rick, you're saying elf, ruler, which will be ruler of elves. So that's why I say hold on to the elf. So if I'm saying a ruler of elves, what am I saying? An elf, if you don't know, is a fallen angel. Go and research it and you'll find that back in folklore, they were saying those who were referred to as elves were beings who at one point in time were in the heavens as angels. Okay? But they fell, but they didn't yet, like Rumpelstiltskin and the rest of them were able to access the lower planes. Those who were the elves on the surface, they hadn't sank into the hell yet or sank into Jehannam or the lower planes. So they were still able to meddle around and deal with the human beings. All right? Like a lot of the Jan in Al-Quran was spoken to be these beings who like the smokeless fire beings. All right, so you had different levels of these beings. The elves were the ones who were also of the angelic hosts. but they fell. So if we're speaking of fallen angels, then we have to go into that whole story and say, well, if Aubrey is saying an elf ruler, we're not just talking about one of the fallen angels as some random angel. We're talking about the face of the fallen angels, or the father of the fallen angels, which will explain to you when he put out the album called For All the Dogs. For all the who? For all the dogs. Okay? Anybody know who the dogs are? We know there's different symbolism. So you have the dogs. The dogs are the ones who carry Jen. All right? The dogs are the ones who are represented by other groups of beings like the Samael beings, and the rest of it. We'll get into that also. So the dogs were the ones like Anubis who led to the dark side. And they weren't of the light beings. They were of the dark beings, or the 6 beings, as opposed to the 9. Are you with me? So when he put out the album called For All the Dogs, you have to go and look at what the cover of the album portrayed. It portrayed not just any random being, but a being with red eyes. So what light was Drake coming with? Off rip. The red light. And he said his son, called Adonis, stay with me, was the one who drew these images out. However, if his son drew these images out, it just so happened that whatever the images were that his son drew out directly aligned with the whole breakdown of who and what this being is and what they are here to do. As in the flesh form, but also they're not alone. Because you have to look at it. If that's Aubrey, the elf ruler, then they have other beings up under them. The same way you had another being called Samael, who came here into this plane. But he was not alone. So Samael becomes the one who is the poisoner. If you go look up what Samael means, it means a poisoner, a venom. All right? Remember the movie Venom, okay? The one who was able to convince human beings to become poisonous and to harm each other, okay? And to steal from one another, or to go against the law of the Most High. The one who calls people to speak with the blasphemous tongue, which we'll get into that also. This was Nekas, a poison being. All right, who had all of the different knowledge that the guys has. For God doth know that on the day that you eat thereof, your eyes will be. How did he know all of these things? He knew these things how? Because he also had the light. He spoke the language of the Illuminati, or the language of the light. Are you with me? So this being called Samael fell or descended. That's why you call these certain beings Nephilim, right? And Nephil is a word to mean fall, as you say. But if you really knew what you were supposed to know at that time, those who recorded it, falling really meant to descend into the earth plane. Because a lot of people think that heaven is up there, but now with the science of today, you have a better understanding that you're not sitting on some flat plane looking up. You're looking outward into what is referred to as the cosmos, or the heavens, where there are other galaxies and other places, other planets, with their own gravitational pulls and their time zones and all of that. So you, as a human being, might say fall, Nephthah, but really the word would have meant descend, to come into the earth plane, like they show you in the Transformers movie. All right? So that Nephil group of beings, or the Nephilim, okay, came with Samael and the rest of the ones who are referred to as the 200 fallen angels. 200 fallen angels, a very key number. Why is it a key number? Because not only do we see the depiction of this being with red light, like Zuin, on the cover of For All the Dogs, with these horns pointed outward, that's supposed to be this goat-like image, but it's also a jackal image. We can get into that also, okay, when you go into the movie The Omen, all right? Not only do we see this being with this red light, we also see on the back where they have the track list that there's a specific number on the back of his album cover. What is that number? That number is 200. Why? Why did he choose 200? Let me tell you why. The son was saying that the goat on the image of the album was referred to as the daddy goat, meaning this was the ruler, the father of the rest of those fallen angels. So if you look at that science within itself, the daddy goat will be the El Rick, okay? Or the ruler of the fallen ones, which were the elves, okay? So then Aubrey lives up to his name. He has to, by the way, because all of this is a game. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. Learn as you learn how to play it, then it makes sense to you. If you don't know how to play it, you don't know what you're looking at. Aubrey lives up to his first name, okay? Because he's a ruler of all of these fallen angels. So he says, for all the dogs, or for all of you who came with me and fell from being gods to dogs and went into this underworld, where at one time you may have been heavenly beings, a part of the heavenly host, but Iblis, you fell. Lucifer, why did you fall? How did you fall? And become of the lowly Iblis, all right? So then, not only did you see the 200 number on the back of the album cover with the track list, you also saw 2 random letters, All right, actually you saw 3. Well, we'll deal with 2 and then we'll get to the 3rd. The 2 random letters you saw was B and W. Immediately, I knew exactly what it was. Well, what was it? It was Berkowitz. Berkowitz. I'll explain how. There was a while back where you had this occurrence where there was a man who murdered 6 people. Do the math. 6 people. And he said that there was a being who had a dog, and the being's name was Sam Carr. He said he was not a regular person. He said it was a demon in human form. And he said his name was Sam Carr. Sam Carr. Someone who is Sam, Samael, possessing a flesh. Carr. Sam Carr. Are you with me? And that dog, I think the dog's name was Harvey, okay, was telling him, go out and commit these murders. All right? The dog was doing the works of, or telling him to do the works of, whatever Sam was saying the works needed to be. All right? So there was a union. This being, Sam Carr, was an otherworldly being beheld by whoever this David Berkowitz person was. So if you say the word Berko is to say berserk or a frenzy. All right? Something to do something in a frenzied state. Something that's causing you to be crazy. Berserk. Go look it up, Berko. And then you'll find wits. The wits is your mind. So David Berkowitz had a crazy mind. His mind was crazy or out of whack. And he was listening to a demonic being or a demonic union. Harvey and then this other Sam Carr being. Why is it important? Because Sam also ties you to beings like Uncle Sam. Okay? Now, if you look at Uncle Sam, you will see Uncle Sam's depictions. He looks like an elf. And if you go look at the elves, they also wear the top hats. They wear the hat, and Uncle Sam wears the hat. So what's my point here? My point here is, not only was the sun just drawing things, the sun was drawing things that's reminding you of everything I've been telling you. Why did he choose that number 200? Because he had to. Because I had to be able to show you that that's the 200 fallen angels. Why was it BW? Because it's the Berkowitz, the same one, who was aligning with the S card or the Sam card. Now go look at the back of the album cover and tell me you don't see an image off to the right. All you gotta do is look at Drake for all the Dogs track list, and you will see an image off to the right that looks like a Hot Wheels car from the aerial view or the eagle eye view with the letter S on it. Are you with me? Now, some people may say, well, that's a Scorpion, which we can get into that too. But if you look at it, you will see a car. So what is the S? Sam. What is the vehicle? A car. Sam Carr. So there were 3 letters in all. B, W, and the S. The other S was both on that car image, but also to the left, where it was standing up erect. And in the Holy Tablets, Malachi York broke down that when you saw that S standing up erect, it was a snake that was in striking position. A snake that was about to strike. Now, let's deal with people saying, well, it could potentially be a Scorpion. All right, well, there'll be a reason you say that. Because did not this person have an album? Did not all...
Why so serious?
Aubrey or Drake have an album, and that album was called what? Scorpion. All right? Now, what do scorpions do when they sting? They poison, right? So when they sting, they poison. When snakes bite, what do? They poison. All right? And this is why the war took place where you saw Drake versus Triple X, because the Triple X is also the symbol for poison. And when Triple X was poisoned or bitten or killed or stung, Drake followed up with an album called Scorpion. Mm-hmm. Are you with me? And on his song Upset, there was an artwork released where there was a red moon, young elder. A big blood red moon, young elder. Are you listening? Because we beheld that at the same time. And we saw the shift take place. I'm telling you, it's different. And there was a skeleton hand sticking up out of the grave with a scorpion on top of it. He was bragging. You go listen to the Mob Top song. We can get into that too. But you listen to it, all of these words and statements were being made where people were being told what was done. And he even said it, if something happens to me, Drake was responsible. Drake did it. And nobody wants to pay attention to that. Well, let's look at it. If you have XXX as poison, okay, do we have to look at XXX? Though that is a hint. What is the name of the person? The name of Triple X was Jase. That's why in my song Dragon, I say what? You won't get a chance to do me like you did my nigga Jase. because Jah say dared to battle the beast. Jah say dared to make war with the beast. Are you with me? And they said they were going to make an example out of Jah say. But I said no, because Jah says otherwise. Who is Jah? Jah is God. What is that saying say phonetically? To say a thing, to speak the bar. Okay, so Jah speaks something else into existence. Because go look at the word Jah say, and you will find that it means God speaks. And who is God? Go look up my name, Omari, and you will find that Omari means God. Okay? So I speak something else into existence. No. Drake, the dragon, go look up what Drake means. It means the dragon. It also means Shaitan, Satan. Does not prevail. The dragon does not prevail. For he was cast out before, and he will attempt to wage war in the higher planes where the stars are. Hold on to that. But he does not prevail. And so this Scorpion album comes out as a brag and says, yes, I did poison this man. You understand? Yes, I did sting them. But remember, there were certain people who were given a certain type of authority. Who remembers who those people were? Because they spoke about them in the book of Luke chapter 10, verse 19. Where you'll find what? You will be able to step over these scorpions and step over these snakes. Mm-hmm. You will have the power to step over them and nothing will be able to harm you. Mm-hmm. Are you with me? Why did they list that? Because you have those scorpions and those serpents with the same ability to poison. Now, people say, well, Drake is a Scorpio. Exactly. What is the image of the Scorpio? If you go and find the image of the Scorpio, what will you find? You will find a snake. Go look it up. Somebody do it right now for themselves. Go look up what the image of the Scorpio zodiac sign appears to be, and you will see that it is a snake. It even has the point. Okay? So it looks like two different things, like the snake coiling, but it also looks like a dragon tail. So, of course, you see the scorpion up there in the stars with the S symbol. There's another fact that you have to look into. When you look at the constellation itself that forms this scorpion, you will see the letter S. Go make me a truth teller. And what is that S? That same S that appears on that album cover, track list. You with me? Because it's a representation of something. Something that is standing and prepared to strike. So if somebody is prepared to strike, what does that mean? They seek to poison you. Are you with me? So who is the one that seeks to poison? He's called Samael. Are you with me? And Samael was the one who they had to watch out for even in the Garden of Eden. They said he was sly. He was cunning of all of the beasts of the field that the Lord God had made. You have to watch out for because he's real sneaky. You understand? And you don't know when or how they're going to strike. Why do they speak that way? Because you're talking about a group of beings who knew the order. Like the Catholics that we spoke about with the 19 keys exposed. They know the order. They know the true light. Yet they will choose to emit and project the amber light so as to maintain their control, so as to maintain their power. All right. So then when Jose went up against the beast, what happened? They struck him and they poisoned him. They released the Scorpion album to prove that they had finished that poison. And so we sent out the warning and say, be cautious because Samael is not finished. Samael's whole intention is to poison you because once they poison you, you cannot ascend. Are you with me? They cause you to fall low and fall low, Iblis, and you will go in disobedience against who some of you refer to as Allah Ta'ala. Some of you say Dawu, some of you say Teo, some of you say Ta, some of you say God. It depends on whatever your tone is. Whatever it is, it's speaking of a very specific order that leads you to a very specific place. Are you with me? And so go and behold that track list cover, and you will see not only the S, you will see the BW, you'll see the Scorpion on that car, and you'll also see something that appears to be fire. Now you have to ask yourself, why was the fire there? Because it's a representation of the fallen ones, the fallen angels. So if I'm saying Drake is the dragon, go look up the name, and you will see that Drake is literally the dragon. If I'm saying Aubrey is an elf ruler, go look up the etymology of the name, and you'll find that it aligns. Because that dragon was also in heaven in Revelation chapter 12, and you'll go 12 verse 3, and you'll find that not only was it a dragon, it had a specific color. And what was that color? Red. It was a red dragon. And so you find that there's a green light movement, there's a group of beings who align with the red light, and there's a group of beings who align with the green light. The green light wars with the red. It's been like that since the beginning. We war with these beings. And I told you, Sam I am, doesn't like the green eggs or the ham, the ones who come as descendants of Ham, or the ones who are the green eggs, who are Eve's children. And we put it in writing. What? There will be enmity between the serpent seed and the woman's seed. Who is that woman? Hawa. Who is that woman? Haya. Eve. Are you with me? So the war is still taking place. So Revelation chapter 12, verse 3, you'll find the color of the dragon. Okay, where it's being introduced. You go all the way to Revelation chapter 12, verse 7, and you'll find that war took place between Michael, and Drake, the dragon. They literally said there's a war that Michael and his angels fought, and the dragon and his angels fought, or Satan and his angels fought. So again, did Satan have angels with him? Yes. Did the dragon have angels with him? Yes. So those angels were also what? The fallen ones, who were the elves. Again, you have the dragon, all right, who is the Rick, the elf ruler, and you have all of the ones who came with him. It's more proof right there. All right, so Michael and Drake fight. Michael and Drake fight. Michael and Drake have a war. Go research who was tied for the Billboard's #1 hits, and you will find that it was Michael and Drake. Just recently, wasn't too long ago. And Drake went on his Instagram story with a Michael Jackson glove and a glass. All right, whether it was liquor or wine, whatever was in it. And he was supposed to be celebrating the fact that he was able to get up there and war with Michael. You still don't get it? Of all the people, he was going up against Michael. And he celebrated about it. And everybody said, okay, cool. He said, we actually had more. He said it was actually 14 that he had, but they didn't count the sickle mode or whatever the fuck. There was a war. Go ahead.
I think he shot the. I think he shot the video at Times Square. He just did the video at Times Square. He had the glove on, saying that. Yeah, he did a video just recently where he had Times Square with Michael Jackson glove on, and he doing. Yeah, I seen it just recently.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Times.
Yeah, by Times Square, the House of Dakota. He on top of the House of Dakota, I think. He on top of that house, the House of Dakota on the corner, where supposedly Almond birth 666. Ronald Reagan's daughter supposedly, what Bible was talking about with the return of the devil's son or whatever. He did it on. Yeah, he was on in the video. He on Times Square on top of that building, I think. I had to go back and watch it again, but now it's coming to me as you saying it. When you said it came to me, like, damn, that's what that shit was? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm about to go back and watch it.
Factor that in, exactly, and factor in the fact that I had just come out with the Michael album. Right? You got to go look. You see the Source music video and the Michael album. If you pay attention to the Michael album cover, I'm wearing the exact same fit that I'm wearing in the Source music video. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the Source music video, I put Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, where I said what? We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the evil rulers, the principalities of darkness in high places. All right? Spiritual wickedness. So go watch that Source music video. At the end, you'll hear, like I explained before, time is on my side. He was performing it where? In Times Square. Now you got to pay closer attention, because he also, Denzel Washington, also said in that clip at the end of my Source music video, he said what? Mike. He started calling out the name, Mike.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You know, being the wee man, I've been the little guy in the group and wherever.
Mike, which is Michael. Like with me? Remember I told you the elite, which I'm one of them. We don't just read, we write. We got the pen in our hand. You know what I'm saying? So I put out the Michael album. All right? All these other things started happening. Remember Albus Dumbledore? Okay? The creature, the character who passed away recently after I dropped the Michael album, by the way. His name was Michael. Mm-hmm. Okay? Brother Polite got hit with a sentence. 7 years. What is Brother Polite's name?
Michael.
Are you with me? All these things were happening around the same time. You had Miguel come out and do the rope hanging performance where he was hanging from a rope. What does Miguel mean? It is literally the name Michael. Go look it up. Mikael is Mikael. Mikael, one who is like El. Go look it up. Make me a truth teller. Okay, Miguel's name of that song was Rope. Where I was speaking to people about the thread and holding on to that rope. All right, Quran chapter 3, verse 103. Hold on to the rope, hold fast to the rope of Allah, see to it that you are not divided. All right, with me, they told him to hold on all together, by the way. And it was Miguel, who came out with a song recently called The Number 9. Are you with me? So all of this was speaking about a war in heaven. So you saw Miguel come out with a rope performance where he was connected to a higher plane with ropes. All right? And then Maui was on fire. Mm-hmm. So Maui was on fire. Why is that significant? Because Maui was on fire right around the time Miguel came out with the rope performance, and Maui is a god that used rope to connect to the sun and war with it. So you saw Maui, which is Maya, illusion, the trickster god, the illusion god. You saw Miguel, all right, which is really like the TV show they gave us, Maya and Miguel. It's Maya and Miguel, which were twins, or two different types of rulers, or Erics. Are you with me? And they're speaking about a war that takes place on a celestial plane or a heavenly plane. So when Maui is fighting the sun, and Miguel is saying, come and connect to the sun, everything has to return to the number 9. Go listen to the number 9 song. You have to ask yourself, why did Miguel make that song? Of all the things he could have said, why did he make a song speaking about returning from the dust to the 9? Why? It's very significant because that war that's taking place on these higher planes is speaking about these stars that you see right now. Not the stars alone, but the stars. You can read what's happening in your reality based off of who the celebrities are at the time that you existed. Your celebrities are the gods. Your celebrities are the stars that you have to watch and read to know what time it is. So if you see stars falling, that's prophecy. Stars falling from the heavens is prophecy. If you see a star rising up, that's a prophecy. If you see a beast, which is something that's known to man as a celebrity, or any of these beasts coming up out of the great waters, okay, well then you need to pay attention to that. Because if you say the word Toronto, it means many or plenty. If you say the word Ontario, it means waters or great lakes. So they mentioned in your book, Revelation chapter 13, verse 1. Go read it. They were talking about a beast that came up out of the waters. Okay? And they said to pay attention to that beast. This beast went on to be the conversation of the number 666. But they told you that this beast would have the names of blasphemy on their head. Are you with me? Who was the one who rapped and said blasphemy, like putting the 6 with the God? That was Drake. None other than. So go read Revelation chapter 13 and remember the sayings that I've broken down to you before. If you haven't heard it, I'll tell you that 13 is the letter B. So when you're looking into Revelation 13, notice that it's about the beast. 13 is about the beast. And they also explain to you about the great number, 666. And it'll be a number of a man, the number of a beast. We got all these rulers. And I dare you to go and look and find that there was a man called Drake, 7th century, who was killing all the Christians. And they said, this must be the beast that we were told about. Are you with me? And now, decades or centuries later, you're dealing with this beast again, but you may not know what you're looking at. So if this being Drake has already manifested, come up out of the waters of the Great Lake, you say, oh, Toronto is just the 6. That makes sense to me because that was the great water that they said this beast will rise up out of. You got other beasts that they were speaking about. You got Leviathan and the rest of these beings that were supposed to be spoken about. Behemo, all right? Well, then you need to factor in that not only did Drake come with the name Drake and the name Aubrey as the ruler of elves and the dragon, he also associated himself with the OVO. OVO, October's very own. Then ask yourself, who is October's very own? What have I taught? October's very own is none other than Aleister Crowley, okay, who was born in October, who came with the teachings of the OVO before Drake came and made it seem like it was just some random music group or label, all right? No, OVO was the shape, the form that was supposed to represent the graves. Are you with me? It was a symbol of the graves. Because when they saw him, they saw these two big black eyes like these shades, and they saw this small mouth. And they said, whoever these graves are, these guys are, they're giving us all this technology, They giving us all these sciences, all right? They're doing like Quran chapter 2, verse 102. They're teaching us things that we probably wouldn't even think we're supposed to know. All right, then what are you saying? That these were fallen angels, these graves. Stay with me. Now, what you call angels are extraterrestrials. Beings who were not in your earth plane that came down to the terrestrial plane. Okay, then they were what you refer to as angels. So those graves, or those Molekians, or rulers, were also elves, or fallen angels. Is it making sense to you? Because the word Molech is a name for one of the gods who is depicted with wings as an owl. And the word Molech means ruler. Okay? So when you said an owl or a ruler, Molech, you were also speaking about the graves. Because if you look at the image of an owl and look at the image of a grave, you were looking at the same exact image. Which is why Aleister Crowley is factored in there, because he was in contact with one of those beings that was referring to themselves as Lem. L-A-M. Lem. All right? So when you listen to my song Dragon, what do you hear? I'm saying, I'm ready to fight a wimp. I'm trying to crack all type of lambs. You think I'm saying limbs, but I'm referring to all of these Luciferians that you call graves, lambs. Are you with me? Who are not the true lambs, L-A-M-Bs, but the lambs, the one who follow after Lamb, who is that fallen angel, or the Luciferian master. Okay? So this is somebody that Aleister Crowley said taught him all of these dark sciences and the occult wisdom and things that human beings were never supposed to even know about or be exposed to, according to what Aleister Crowley said. And he started to call himself the wickedest man or whoever lived. What else he called himself? He called himself the beast. Go look it up. He said he is the beast. Now go look at Aleister Crowley, then go look at Drake, and you can't unsee it. Mm-hmm. You can't. Go look at Aleister Crowley, then go look at Drake. They're one and the same. They're the same type of being. Are you with me? So he holds OVO on his back as October's very own, calls himself Drake, speaks about poisoning, is constantly making mention of the fact that he has mob ties, right? Which also explains to you why that war that was taking place in Israel popped off around the same time he dropped his album. Because the ones who were at war with Israel were referred to as the mob ties, the Moabites. Mm-hmm. You with me? You see what I did there? All you gotta do is play with the letters. Mob ties, Moab, ites. And what was Moab saying? It was saying you're of the father. And then you have to decide which father were you of, because the Moabites received the curse. But why? Because they went astray. They went away from the laws of the Most High.
If you donated 3 days ago, family, and you haven't gotten your books, it's probably because we haven't sent out the wave yet. Right? So, or check your spam folder. I think we did send it out. But if we haven't sent that one out yet, then it's coming.
And they became enemies of the Israelites. Are you with me? So what do you say, Israel? Israel, as some people have broken down. Yes, the answer is yes. Ra is El, and you never were supposed to forget it. That was the source that Pharaoh Akhenaten told you to remember. Ra was El. Okay, Isra meant to struggle. Also, Isra, struggle. So if you struggle with El, then you're like Yakub or Jacob. Because Jacob wrestled with God, or Jacob wrestled with man, or Jacob wrestled with an angel. They call them different things in different translations. But Jacob received the name Israel because he struggled with El. He wrestled with one of the gods. Whoever one of these gods were, whether it was a fallen one or one of the higher ones, he still was able to fight with an extraterrestrial being. Okay, so when you saw about that war, Israel versus who? Hamas. Okay, I told people, flip the letters around in Hamas and you will get the word Shema. And the word Shema means literally high place. And where did we say in Ephesians 6:12 the war was taking place? Literally in high places. So we say we wrestle not against flesh and...
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted.
blood. Here's the mystery there. We're not saying you're not wrestling against what you call physical beings. We're saying you're not wrestling with human beings alone. All right? What you say flesh and blood is for human beings, there are different beings here with different genetic makeups and other types of compositions, bodily compositions, that are not the human body composition. They have flesh, they have blood, but it's not the human flesh or the layers of the skin, the epidermis and the dermis, the subdermis, or the hemoglobin. Y'all have a different makeup. But these beings are also plane, able to wrestle with you. That's when you get into human being. Now he can act and form and take form of human beings, if you get what I'm saying, because they can all, like Quincy Jones and the rest of them, do the works of Pan. Are you with me? You have another one doing the work of Pan right now, who is Drake. Okay? So Israel struggle with extraterrestrials versus Allah is literally saying we are wrestling in a high place. Ephesians 6:12 happened right in front of you. And at that same time, Michael and Drake were competing for a spot up there where he said billboards go up there. The number one hits. They say hits. What you do in war? You hit. There was a war taking place. After Michael album had already dropped, there's a war taking place. So Michael versus the Dragon. Michael versus Drake. Remember, the Dragon does not prevail. After he released that for all the dogs, remember it happened, I think he released it on the 6th. Okay, and they wind up having that explosion in Israel on the 7th. You go back to Yom Kippur, okay, and you'll find the same exact occurrence. All right? Where October 6th, there was a war that took place. The same type of war. Are you with me? But why is Yom Kippur significant? Yom Kippur is significant because that is associated with Azazel, who Azazel is the goat. Are you with me? And that goat, Azazel, is Uncle Sam and the rest of these beings. So it's different names that you got to remember, different things you got to remember to know how you can pinpoint who is what and who's with who. Because you have the scorpions and the serpents. And remember Luke 10:19 that you were supposed to tread over. All right, remember YSL took a hit last year. Mm-hmm. They took a major hit. All of the serpents and the snakes, and we come on here and do a whole build on that. But remember, everybody was running around proud to be snakes. Now they're nervous to be a snake. They don't even want to be associated with the fall. Now everybody trying to do their own thing. You got Gunner talking about he God's son. Everybody want to be E5 now. Yeah, that's the safest route to go because the snakes have fallen. That's the prophecy that I gave. The snakes will have to fall. Okay, Drake, the rest of these people associated. Scorpions, goats. Baphomet, all goats have to fall. It is prophecy. They're going to fall. So that's what they're nervous about right now. Are you with me? So if you're paying attention, they have an issue with me doing what I'm doing, but they have to look at the fact that I'm not of the ones who didn't have the sciences in my hand. So when I came out and said I'm making war with Baphomet or that beast, I came out and said I'm hexing them. That's very important. Why is it important? Because remember, it was taught that the Muslims were the ones who walked around with the 5-pointed star. They didn't know any better. They didn't know that they were literally walking around with a pentagram. Are you with me? And it was Malachi York who introduced the science of the hexagram. And he said, this is how you trap the devil, with hexagrams. So I said, I'm hexing the industry. They won't be able to do anything about it. Okay? That's how they knew this one must be different, because he's not just trying to diss nobody to come up off no name. No, he's literally saying he's bringing that same war that we were all taught. All these artists, these magicians, they all know magic. They all know about it. They've been exposed to it, or they want to be adepts, or they've been initiated or inducted into certain orders. All right? The rest of these people, Offset, Cardi, all the people have been exposed to certain types of magic. So when they hear somebody coming out as one person by himself, what do they know that person is there to do? He's there to fulfill the story of David versus Goliath. So why do you think there was a person called D1 who rose up? D1's name is David. Are you with me? And they pose him as saying he's going against the industry, but from a Christian standpoint. So then that war take place on that front where you see David going against Goliath, and everybody don't even know David, Faise One, has been going against Goliath. They won't respond to Faise One, but they'll respond to D1. You get the game yet? They're trying to play their way up out of it, but it's going to backfire on them. Like I told people earlier, it will backfire because it's going to open up the gates for a whole new group of being to come through. That's why I'm telling all of you conscious artists, you better find out the science of how to make music that the ones who are not even conscious gravitate toward without compromising your message. You better figure it out. I gave you the formula. You better go listen to the music and listen to it again and listen to it again, because people that's from the hoods, the streets, all the people listen to the music. and they vibe with it like it's the regular stuff they hear. And they prefer it over the regular stuff they were hearing. Why? It's a science. You better know how to mix things in. You better become a true alchemist and learn how to be a chemist of L. Are you with me? So that war is taking place on all fronts. So now, what's happening with Dre? He said, well, I got to take a hiatus. He said, something's going on with my belly. Pay attention. He said, something's happening in his belly. He has to take time, a year, to go and rest and try to take care of his health because something is happening in his stomach, in his belly. And I'm telling you, don't ever forget that I was the one who broke down to you what Bel Air was and who the Prince of Bel Air is. The Prince of Bel Air is none other than Shaitan. Who did they say the Prince of this world was? Shaitan. Who did they say the God of this world was? Shaitan. Okay, what did I explain to you the belly was? Hell, the bowels. Are you with me? Remember, the dragon was cast out into the bowels. And also remember that the dragon has to be casted into the pit. It's prophecy. Mm-hmm. So he don't know why he having problems with his stomach, but it's already written. As within, so without. Prepare to be cast into the pit. It's written.
Next thing you know, one of those comedians came out with what was the nigga named Graham Barrett. He was like putting out the video about Drake having a tomb, right? You know what I mean? And they were like, yo, Drake didn't have nothing to do with that. It was some comedian that put it out, but everybody thought it was the real thing. All right, so then why would that happen? Well, what is a tomb? And where does a tomb go? It also goes underground or into the belly or into the bowels.
Written for you. And for all the ones who don't understand what I'm saying, just watch the seat. So now you got Michael versus the dragon. They have to war with each other for that one spot. But the dragon does not prevail. It may appear that he prevailed, but there's going to be a mystery that takes place with that. Pay attention to that and watch that. You'll see what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Because Michael was the one who was sent and said, heal the world. And remember, in order to heal the world, you have to bring the green light. You got to bring the green light to the world, not the red light. You have to bring the true light to the world, not the red light. Are you with me? So in the Dragon song, go listen to it. You'll find the music video on YouTube. I say, I'm really Michael them. So where we from, we say Michael them. We talking about, it ain't just Michael. There are a lot of motherfuckers that came with Michael. I'm referring to Revelation chapter 12, verse 7, where they spoke about Michael and his angels. Mm-hmm. So it ain't just Michael alone. There are a lot of Michaels. It ain't just one of us. There are a lot of us. So you think you may have won. Mm-hmm. All right? You thought you got one. You congratulate yourself. You celebrated. It's not over. You don't prevail. Mm-hmm. You understand? The dragon prevailed. Now, what you got for me, y'all? I don't make sure I'm taking up too much time.
No. Hey, Michael and his angels. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so Michael got angels. That's what they fail to realize. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we got about an hour. We still got a little. Well, we got a little while. But you've been going in. Now this dude Drake, and like I say, that scene on the Dakota joint. Now, man, now that you started talking about it, now I'm about to go back and check that video out. Y'all go check that. It's a video that he just put out. That it's a ritual, man. That I'm seeing on Dakota House. It's satanic. It's definitely satanic. We already know about this dude. Now, also Michael got more songs that you hadn't heard yet. He got a whole vault full of shit. Yeah. And so they released that shit. Drake gonna be blowed out. Well, if they release 10 songs and put an album out right now of Michael shit that he's got in the vault, that CD would go. I'll blow Drake out. He wouldn't even survive in 1 week. I'm telling you. So I see the alchemy in what you're saying. So where do we go from here? Because I don't even like this nigga no more. I don't even like this no more. After that picture that he put out. Go ahead though.
What was the picture?
He said, interesting that I say that. What did you say? No, that picture where he
Sí, no sé qué parte es eso. Mira.
He humiliated himself worldwide. As you know, he went out like a sucker, man. I can't talk about it. Like it's like, it's disgusting. Put it like that. You ain't seen that picture that he put out where he had a European's phallus is in his mouth and he got white shit all over his face. But
Yeah, I think that I seen one of them videos where they were talking about that. I think that was Cap though. I don't think that was Drake.
literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like just to be fair, I don't think that was Drake. I didn't think it was him. It looked
Yeah,
like
okay,
him, but
okay.
I don't think that was Drake. But I
Yeah.
can see how people could immediately go for it. But that's important to make sure that no, I don't think it was him. But
Yeah.
how do we go from here? We go to war.
He didn't deny it, bro.
Huh?
The nigga didn't come out and deny the shit. He said,
Yeah, but you know,
oops,
after
huh?
this shit lagging. I
What's
think
that
it's lagging. I think they got us lagging right now.
Man, just go ahead. Just keep going in. Just keep going in. We got more time. We're gonna take questions
Okay,
in a minute.
okay.
Let's keep going in.
Yeah, but so the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't come out and deny it though, because nigga don't have time to address every motherfucking thing that people saying. I know they don't. Cause I'm already starting to get into that light with motherfuckers be saying shit. It's like I don't have time to address all this shit. So I get it, he wouldn't come out and address it. But the thing is, where do we go from here? We go to war. It's not over. As you've been paying attention, when you start coming out and speaking, like Joe Budden was just speaking in terms of D1 situation. He was like, you know, don't speak on certain people because they'll shoot your Christian ass, da 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 da, whoop whoop. He was talking about, bro, okay, the thing is here, you have to read between the lines of what he's saying. Because when you start speaking against certain people, they do start doing little shit like putting money on you. And it's nothing to them to do that. It's nothing to them to get you knocked off. And look, mob ties go real deep. It ain't just the people that's around you. It ain't just the niggas that you rolling with. Mob ties is the judge. Mob ties is the prosecutor. Mob ties is the motherfucker who put the handcuffs on you. It goes very deep. So niggas can get away with murder, literally. You understand? So everybody if you ever decide that you're going to really get on the war shit, you got to move like a soldier from that point on. You cannot think it's sweet. You really got to move like a soldier. So if anybody going to come out here and try to gimmick what's going on right now, let me tell you something. Even with me explaining that it's way deeper than Drake, the nigga still got an issue. Mm-hmm. He has an issue with it. And even with me explaining it was deeper than all these other people, 19 keys, they still got an issue. Are you with me? So then we got to move like soldiers. Literally, you have to be prepared for anything that comes at any given time when you speak in this way. Why? Is it because what you're saying is spit? No. Is it because what you're saying don't have any gravity with it? No. It's because what you're saying is true and it has the most gravity than anything that's out here right now. So if it hits these ears, people going to start being able to see how you see. And not only see how you see, read how you read, and write how you write. The dragon was never supposed to win. I remember Malachi saying, he ain't going to win, y'all. He ain't going to win. It's going to look like he going to win. But he's not going to win. Why are they taking breaks? Why are they losing power? Why they got to join forces to drop an album now? They are running out of energy. All we need you to do, for all the people who've been watching and seeing what we're doing, go get your green light, put it in your home. Load up. It's that time now. If you say you've been ready for this day and time, look, we're right here in it. Go get your green light and start preparing. Because it don't stop at the green. And it's a lot of stuff that's going to come with it. You got to keep up with us. There's a lot of stuff that's going to come with it. But expect more of these artists to fall. Mm-hmm. Expect more of these greats to collapse. These stars will collapse and fall to the ground. It's already written. And there are a lot of things that will be happening in the meantime, between time. Okay? I tell people, stop listening to Drake. Stop streaming them. Don't give them any more power. All right? For all of you who are Christians, this is the message for you. God is calling you home. Stop idolizing these people. Cast down your idols. Mm-hmm. It's already written that you have to do that. Cast down your idols. Help us out. All right? Because the more energy you giving them, the more they have something to hold on to. You take their energy. Listen to the key word, stream. The key word is stream. Energy streams through. Electricity streams through. All right? Listen to the energy. They say it's the mainstream where everybody goes to collect their energy. All right? We're telling you, stop supporting these devils. Take back your power. Take back your energy and say enough for Drake. And not just for Drake. We got a list of them coming. Are you with me? But look at the names. Once you find out Drake means dragon, and you see that this person is willing to continue to throw up the sixes and say he's the sixth God and speak of the views from the six and how he's connected with the six and how he knows that it's blasphemy and he speaks about the sixth God worshiping behind closed doors. Once you figure out that this person has already told you who they're with and what they stand for, and you look at their works and say there's no way, I don't care if you say that this person is a Jew or not, There is no way that this person truly believes and walks in the order of the Most High God and continues to push out what they push out. That's why it's so simple for those of you who walk the Christian walk to walk away from these devils. Now, I'm not telling you to go from them to gospel, even though one would be preferred. I'm telling you, even the gospel singers in the music industry is devil worshipers. Even they devil worship. Even they being called out by people right now say, you still promoting and pushing shaitan on the people. Are you with me? So you find out who the beast is. You find out who OVO is. Most people did not know that October's very own was referring to Aleister Crowley. I put you on. Most people would never have made the connection between Lamb and OVO. I put you on. So now you have that owl there. You know who that is. Walk away from them. Because that same owl is what you'll find on the Bohemian Grove. That statue at the Bohemian Grove. Are you with me? That's their God. So if they got their God, where's yours? You see all these depictions. I see Baphomet. Okay, there goes the goat. We said we were going to show up and separate the sheep from the goats. I see all the goats. I see everybody walking with the goats. I see everybody saying they want to be goated, that they're the goats. Goat this, goat that, and the third, goat the seventh. Everybody's the goat. Okay, well, then we know where they at. Everybody wanted to be snakes. We slime this, snake this, I slither, lizards. Everybody wanted to be reptilian for a long period of time. We saw where it was at. All right? We got the scorpions. Everybody, listen, nobody wants to be gods. Nobody wants to be in the order of the Most High. We're the ones who going to truly stick to what they said they were supposed to stick to, which was that order. Notice, everybody wants to be the most treacherous beings. You had Tech, the nigga, Tech and the rest of them niggas with the spider movement. They want to be spider this. Y'all took my spider. We got spiders. They bite you in poison. The snakes bite you in poison. You know what I'm saying? The scorpions poison. Everybody want to be the beings who poison people. And you don't get it that we're watching you when we see everything you're doing. It's like these are the symbols. These are the mascots that we literally can look at you and tell who you're rocking. You cannot tell me that if you're gravitating toward a goat, you're where you're supposed to be. You're aligned. You can't. When the whole goat emblem is speaking to a goat brain or animalistic primitive brain that's taken over the body and you've been connected to and invested in a dark world from that point on. Oh, you got to come home. We didn't say that we will separate the sheep from the goats and the goats was our family, or the goats fed us when we was hungry, or the goats wanted to bring us in. We didn't have nowhere to live or had nowhere to lay our head. The goats didn't look after us. Remember, he said they didn't look after him. They didn't look after Christ. And he said, yo, we didn't know who you were. We never saw you. He said, anything that you did to my brothers and my sisters, you did to me. Are you with me? What is that saying? That there's a certain type of loyalty with that union of any of the messengers who came before us. Any of the people who stood up against the beast. Yeah, Jossie, that's my nigga because he stood up to the beast. So it's very personal. You will not get a chance to do me how you did Jossie. You won't get a chance to. There are thousands of beings who stand with me. You know what you're doing or dealing with when you hear my voice. There are thousands of legions. You know, a legion is like 1,000 motherfucker. There are thousands of legions who ready and walking with me. And they have the ability to step in and out of rounds. You will send your shooter. I told you got to send your whole troop. Because you sent one of the shooters, they wasn't even able to squeeze. They wasn't even able to. Time paused. It's going to take more. But then you have to pay attention to the fact that, again, I'm not alone.
Y'all know that's real life, right? Like what I just said wasn't just for effect. That's real life. For some reason, the nigga wasn't able to shoot. He in full body mission attire. You understand? All black, ski mask, hanging out the window, gun to my face, and couldn't shoot. All he kept saying was, on everything, boy, on everything. But for some reason, his finger couldn't do it. It wouldn't move. It wouldn't squeeze. You understand? Real life. He wasn't even able to do it. I'm sure he probably went home and was just so confused of why anytime somebody got a hit on them and they send them goons to do a job, they gon' do that shit. They don't give a fuck where you are. You could be at your wedding. You could be at a daycare. They don't care. I'm out here in the open. And I'm looking at something said, turn to your left. I turned to my nigga leaning out. He in the driver's seat, looking through the back passenger seat of an SUV with the gun pointed diagonally straight to me, at my face. and couldn't pull the trigger. Couldn't pull it. They had seen me since I started walking into the store. Then I came out of the store. One of the motherfuckers was standing there. They was in cahoots. And I knew it. I get over to the car. Everything felt eerie. And some said, look to your left. And I'm looking at, first, you see a gun. Most time you see the gun, you seen it from, like, either you're behind it or you see it from the side. So it took a quick second for me to realize I'm looking down the barrel. You know what I mean? It took a quick second, but I realized that shit. And all I did was just looked at him. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, on everything, boy, on everything, on everything. But he couldn't shoot. And I was like, yo, let's go. And we dipped the fuck out. But he couldn't shoot. And I'm like, damn, why the fuck he ain't shoot? But then I was able to see the other reality where I think he did. I think he did shoot, but they might have spliced some shit up. And he wasn't able to do it in this one. So I'm sure that shit was confusing for him probably. But that's why I said, you going to send your shooter this time, send the whole troop. It's different. It ain't going to be the same situation. Motherfuckers will get in their car. They swear they on the way to you. And on their way, they'll be on the highway and a meteorite fall and land right on their shit. You know what I mean? Be the most mysterious thing anybody ever saw. And people wonder why a group full of niggas in an SUV with guns got hit by a meteorite. But because you was coming to the wrong person. You know what I mean? You don't touch the anointed. So we done already spoke that. I said the only way it could ever happen that they could succeed with some shit like that was because I was ready to go and they said it was time. You know what I mean? That'll just be an exit. Other than that, we still busy. We still busy. You know what I mean? And it was Amber like all kind of shit around. They still weren't able to do it. So it's just like, yeah, it's different. We know what happened to Jossie. We know what happened. We know what happened to a lot of these people who attempted to stand up against the beast. You know what I mean? Situations appear to look a certain way, but it's a whole nother setup. We know what happened. You know what I mean? But hey, the anointings are moving. The orators are here. The light workers are here. The aiders of the light are here. All right? It's going to take more. And remember, I said the dragon will not prevail. So go watch that Source music video. In the end of the music video, when Denzel Washington was saying, Mike, who album won album of the year? Killer who? Killer Mike. All I'm telling you is just read it, because I wrote it. You know what I mean? I don't know why you wouldn't read it. I wrote it. Go read it. Go watch the Source music video. Pay attention to all the signs. All right? Even down to the umbrella. I told you pay attention to even down to the umbrella. How when Killer Mike got arrested, one of the motherfuckers was holding the umbrella. And the umbrella kept going the other way, by the way. Which was so interesting because when I shot the music video, that's what my umbrella kept doing. It kept blowing out and going the other way. You with me? And in the end, Denzel was like, Mike. You know what I mean? And Killer Mike won. Album of the year. And he wasn't just winning the album of the year. The name of the album is Michael. I wrote that. Those are my writings. Y'all with me? Stay tuned and stay in tune.
So then what is it all about? It's all about the war that's been taking place. We got to bring people home. We have to clean up these environments. And you see all these people shifting. You see Dirk going Muslim. You see all these people, Rollo that got out, but he's on some Muslim. He took his Shahada. Everybody's turning back to the Most High, like I said.
I put it in the letter to Lil Baby. I said, what I say? Rollo, I said, Marlo died from guns, R.I.P. to Marlo. Rollo took his Shahada, you should probably follow Rollo. Dirk turned Muslim in the public eye. When I said I come in the name of the Source, that was not a lie. Right? You see a lot of these artists starting to come out and associate themselves with Islam to the point where it's alarming certain Christian rappers. They becoming alarmed about the shit. Right? And I said that was going to happen. Okay? Because I told you, well, the Christian rap revival wouldn't be strong enough alone. All right, remember there's a stronger force that moves through Islam than Christianity. It's just what it is. Now, they say the same God or the same source. If you're saying the creator of all things, then it don't matter what you call it. It's got to be the same thing. You can put a name to it all day. It don't matter. All right. If they're talking about the source of all creation and you're talking about the source of all creation, y'all worship the source of all creation. And you might call it this, they might call it that. However, there's a source of power, a force of power that moves through Islam that is not present in Christianity. You understand? For some reason, that spirit of tone in Arabic is much stronger than the spirit of tone of English. You know what I mean? So it would actually be a good thing if a lot of these brothers and rappers were switching over to Islam to be able to promote Islam. That's a good thing. You know what I mean? Because that'll get us close. Remember, Dr. Malachi York came through Islam first to reach everybody and pull everybody in. He walked through the source of Islam or the force of Islam and brought all the Ansaru Allah together, or the helpers of Allah together. All right. And then moved on into the different religions. Islam is, you go back and listen to the Imam Isa voice and the tone and the teachings of that, is like the most powerful time. You know what I mean? The Nuwapa was the highest degree. But it was all about that tone of that explosion, and that explosion started with Islam. You with me? So I said in the letter to Lil Baby, I mentioned Rollo, Dirk, and how they went Muslim. Okay, I dare y'all to go look at Lil Baby followers. He followed 9 people, right? Remember, he didn't follow anybody. At one point, it was 0 people. And then after I released the letter to Lil Baby, he disappeared, right, for a hot second. He disappeared. He turned the screen off, took all the posts off, right? And he wasn't following nobody. Go look at the following, and it's 9 people that he follows. And I don't know if I still got that shit in my records, because, you know, I pay attention to everything. I'm watching the whole fucking scene, all right? So don't think that I'm ever sleeping. Let me see if I can pull this shit up for you and show you how the pen is powerful. And don't ever underestimate that power. Don't ever underestimate what you can do or what you can alter. All right, that's why I say, anybody listen to that Letter to Lil Baby song, you know it's not a diss. Anybody listen to that letter to Sexy Red, you know it's not a diss. Anybody listen to that letter to Farrakhan, you know it's not a diss. And when I explain what the letter was to Sexy Red, all right, which was the letter G, okay, then what do you think the letter to all these other people is? The same letter. It's the same force. It's the same light, the true light Al-Qadir, okay, which moves through the tones of Islam, by the way. Because Qadir is in their stories, all right, as the one who had to meet Musa, okay? One of the people, pay attention, here it goes. Actually, that was the wrong one. This is the 234, which I realized was 432 when you flip it around, which was still 9, okay? But let's see if I can pull up the actual being, all right? Some of y'all, if you've been paying attention and reading this, you'll know where I'm going with this. If not, then just stay a little patient and you'll see what I'm telling you. Because I wrote this down. And I've been writing letters for a while, since I was 15 years old, letters from a watcher. All right, Lucci, I think Lucci was finna get out soon. I got a song called Letter to Lucci. You go listen to that and you'll see some science is written out in that. And I might play that in a second. Okay, cool. So here is one of the people that he follows. What name do y'all see? He follows 9 people. Remember, I told you I got that pen in my hand, right? He follows 9 people. Okay? And this person, Turki bin Faisal al-Saud, all right, has the word Faisal right there. The name Faisal right there in it. And this is a Muslim. And on his page, you see all types of Arabic script. You understand? And these people are connected. All the al-Saud beings, they're connected to the kings and them priests over there in Dubai. Not priests, princes over there in Dubai. You understand? Not just no little Muslim. You understand? The ones who be up there at the top. So why do you think that name is Faisal right there? Well, if you read my book, Out of the Darkness, okay, you know that I explained that. I explained that the name Faise is the phonetic equivocal of the word Faisal. And I even explained that the first teacher, all right, the first teacher in this lineup of Dr. Malachi York was a man by the name of Sheikh Dawood, all right, David Faisal. Sheikh Dawood Faisal. Okay? And I always explained to you, Sheikh Faisal meant a sword or a resolute or a judge or a separator. Okay, so this is all in my book, Out of the Darkness. So I just wanted to show y'all that, and I want you to ask yourself, well, out of the 9 people that Lil Baby follow, why would he follow this particular person? You understand? Do you remember I explained to you how the elite speak? The elite gonna speak a certain way. He having a conversation with me, but he ain't having it with y'all. You know what I mean? So I said you might want to walk with Rollo. Rollo went full Muslim. He ain't playing. He done took his shahada. He done started speaking about it in the music. He talking about the Kaffirun. You know what I mean? He ain't playing. He talking about the Kaffers. All right. He bringing other brothers on and passing them through and making it be that they can take their shahada. This is happening in the community. All right. Because I know some of those brothers, they done sent their stuff to me and said, look, I became a Muslim. You know what I mean? And letting it be known. You understand what I'm explaining to you? Okay, so I said Rollo took a shahada. You should probably follow Rollo. And then he follows Turkey bin Faisal al-Saud. Okay? So that Faisal word is right there, y'all. I just wanted to show that to y'all because I actually that wasn't something that I ever planned to speak on other than the fact that it was going to come out later. Okay, then I was going to show people that I had already calculated it. You know what I'm saying? I can be a Muslim. Somebody asks, are you Muslim? I can be. I can be as much of a Muslim as I can be a DJ because I learned how to DJ. I learned how to Muslim. You understand? I could be as much of a Muslim as I can a rapper because I learned how to rap. All right? I learned how to draw. I learned how to do cybersecurity. I learned how to do a lot of things in my life. You know what I mean? So I can be a Muslim. You know what I mean? Same way if a Muslim, had learned so they could be a Christian. Or if a Christian learned so they could be a Muslim. You know what I mean? It's just that people think that it can't be both or you can't walk into different walks of life. No, you literally can. You know what I mean? And you're actually supposed to in order to increase your enlightenment. So just take note of this person, okay? And there'll be further development on that. And don't be surprised, you know what I mean, when you come out and realize that this person has aligned themselves with Islam. Don't be surprised because people ain't watching for stuff like that. They don't know to look for it. They also don't know to pay attention to the fact that he's following 9 people. Okay, but I just explained to you why he's following 9 people. Because who was the one who came out pushing that number 9 and explaining the science of the 9, of the 144,000 and all of that? You understand? Now, it doesn't mean that I created it because Dr. Malachi York came through with the 9 ether way before any of this. You understand? But that's a message. So as I was telling you, Kanye East or Kanye West was speaking to me, or Ye East was speaking to me, all right, and responding to me. All right, you got a lot of people who speak and respond, but they don't speak and respond the way people might expect, like through a DM or a message. All right, they do it through the elite speak. Okay, so you see that number up there. I don't know if you probably can't see it. All right, but I'm trying to show you that he's following 9 people, but you can still go fact check it. As I speak, there's 144,000 people on here. All right, the gains is in. So I just wanted to highlight that. You know what I mean? When we grab that pen and we say, this is what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. I don't know how long it's going to take people to realize this shit because they really having a hard time figuring it out. But when we say it's going to be that, that's what it's going to be. There's really not anything anybody could do about it, okay, except respect it because when God speaks, it's law. All right, and I already told people what my name means. The baby got warlocks in his corner helping him to do the numerical rituals. Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing about it. Anybody that's in tune with that stream of the ether, they know they don't want to play around here. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's like they doing it with malicious intent. They probably helping him align again. All right? Like I said, you'll see. I said, you going to be Dominique or demonic? That's a real question. I ain't never say, you know what I'm saying, you're not really having money. And I ain't never say them fake cars or they rented. Or I ain't never say, you know what I'm saying, the niggas around you was losers. Where's the diss? You know what I mean? Do you know what a diss is? I don't know if people understand what a diss is. A diss is, first off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. That's a diss. There's no way to try to... There's no way to say, no, when I say fucked your wife, I mean saying, listen, I took her from where she was and I banged her out to another place where it was light at. No. If you said what you say, that's a diss. There ain't no way that you're going to try to translate or interpret that. But when I'm saying what I'm saying in these letters, these are not disses. It's just truth. That's the difference. And it's a question. It's a real question. You were raised up in the order of the Most High. You know what I mean? You were raised. Your mother is a God-fearing woman. She don't play about that. And I never met his mama, but I can hear her. You know what I mean? I can hear her speaking to him. And I think that's one of the key things that reached him was that I was like, yo, your mother talks to you and tries to remind you about God. Your mother reminds you. Your mother says, don't forget about the Most High. And you want to know how I can pick up on that Most High tone? Not just the fact that he said it at the BET Awards when he received his award. Okay, that's why I say at the BET Awards, you thank the Most High. But what's the name of your God? Meaning, are you going to stand on that? Or are you walking with Baphomet? You know what I mean? You got these 5 points, the baby not blood. Why is he walking around with a 5-star ring? A 5-pointed star ring. He ain't blood. He Crip. If there was any star he would be wearing, it would be a 6-pointed star. We know this. You know what I'm saying? By we, I mean people who've been walking in certain orders and understanding certain things and certain knowledge. You know what I mean? You wouldn't walk around with a 5-pointed star unless they told you to put that on, because that's a representation of it. Why is Lil Baby doing an Axe commercial as a goat? You know what I mean? And why is all this association with goats, taking pictures with the goats in the music video? They was aligning him with the devil. And he can act like he didn't know, but after a certain amount of time, you got to acknowledge it. Say, hey, I've been serving Shaitan. You got to acknowledge it. Did I create the religions? No. Did I raise Lil Baby or Dominique? No. But his mother did. You understand? And his mother put those seeds in him. So when I spoke and wrote that letter to Lil Baby, and it went over through, because you know he listened to it often, all right? Because he listening for not just what I'm saying, he seeing all the different points that it's coming from that resonate with his life and trying to figure out how this song actually humbled him. You understand? It wasn't what people thinking. It actually humbled him. And when Said and them was trying to get at them, talking about some, how much you want for a show, we trying to book you ASAP, deep in Lil Baby's soul, there was some other shit going on. He wasn't feeling how he was feeling before that letter. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't feeling how he was feeling about what needed to be done about this young nigga named Faise. He wasn't feeling that same way after he heard the letter. It was something about it. But that's why I tell you, these letters are spiritual. Remember, I told you in the How to Love Again book, that when you're writing a letter, that's a whole different stream of information that can come through. Okay, like when I would say if you're in a relationship with somebody, or not even just a relationship intimately, but if you write a letter to that person, okay, specifically for that one, I was talking about the relationship, I believe. When you write a letter to someone, you might think you upset and aggravated with them, but write the letter and see if that's how you actually feel. And you'll be able to see what's actually, that's a spiritual thing. That's why Dr. Malachi Ziyort said it's the soul that guides the pen. I'm telling y'all gonna see what I'm saying, but I'm telling you now. Okay, because I know a lot of people, most people, 99% of people would have thought to pay attention to any of that. Okay, or the fact that right after I released the letter, that's when they disappear. They wasn't paying attention to none of that. They didn't see that. But I see it, because this ain't the first time it happened. When I released the response to the Everybody song, and I came out with the Everybody song, I think I did it as soon as he dropped the music video. I was talking to my mama. We sitting there. I said, look at this. And she said, what? I said, you don't hear what he said? I said, I kept rewinding. I said, you see that? And she didn't pick up on it at first. I said, but ain't nobody really going to pick up on it, right? I said, but watch this. I went to the studio, I think, that night. And the next day, I had a performance where I didn't even know the damn words. I didn't know the damn words to the Everybody song, so I put a black bandana around my face. And I didn't have to say the words. And I performed the shit the next day and dropped it. You know what I mean? And it went big, okay? And then he deactivated his page and went ghost, like I wrote in the lyrics. I said he going to deactivate his page and go ghost. You know what I mean? Y'all don't get it. If we send out a line to one of our brothers and say, come home, that's what we mean. We ain't asking nobody permission and none of that stuff. We gonna talk directly to their soul. You know what I mean? You know you ain't supposed to be over there. I said that shit in the letter to Lil Baby, or the Lil Baby Exposed teaching, right? Which we probably run that. We probably come in here and run that one, right? I said, you know you're not supposed to be over there. You know you're not supposed to be playing with Set. You know what I mean? So eventually you may start seeing a change when he come back and pushes me, because you know he's going to have something to say when he come back. He ain't going to be able to, he an artist. He not going to be able to just come back and make another fucking, whatever, the California breeze. He ain't going to be able to do that shit. He going to come back, he going to say some shit. He going to say some shit. And when he say some shit, I'm going to come right on here and I'm going to tell y'all what he's saying. You know what I mean? But some of y'all going to hear what he's saying, you'll be like, now we get it. because now you're going to listen to their music with a different ear. And everybody else I done called out, you're going to listen to it from a different... Remember the conspiracy theories get the circling around like the Kennedy guy, right? Y'all remember that with Drake? When I had put out the video a while back explaining what happened with Triple X, that it had 400,000 views. They could stop playing. It had 400,000 views. One night little 5,000 view post. It had 400,000 views. It went major, right? And I was saying everybody could see what happened with X. Is Drake responsible? Everybody saw that. Then I was breaking down every piece and explaining how he evaded the deposition. Because y'all remember he was pulled in for a deposition, but he was pulled in for like 3 minutes. And they shook his hand and then he walked out and nobody knew what the fuck happened. The judge didn't want to look into the evidence or anything that they was trying to bring out on X case. It seemed like the judge was paid off. Everybody was paid off. I said, that's how deep mob ties go. You don't know how deep mob ties go? The mob be the fucking prosecutor. The mob be the police. You know what I mean? The mob be the officers or the COs that will turn their eye away while you get stabbed up. They know you finna get stabbed up, but they'll act like they wasn't in there. Or they'll act like the shit just came out of nowhere. But actually, they were the ones who allowed the shanks to come through. You know what I mean? People trying to act like, oh, they just so creative in the prison. You know what I mean? No, they letting the prison be a life or death situation. They letting it be like that. Okay, I know firsthand that they're allowing people to be extorted over the phone. They're allowing people, even in Clayton County, they're allowing people like small, not even the prisons, the jails. They're allowing people to get shanked up. They're allowing people to be ganged up on and jumped on and murdered. They're allowing it to happen. People are dying inside. So yeah, I was talking to one of the damn lieutenants. Interestingly enough, I think I think the fucking sheriff of Clayton County is like nigga named Levon Allen or something like that. Something like that. When I seen this shit, I said, damn, that shit like Anton Levy. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers is allowing people to really get killed in the jail, all right? But because them officers is getting paid, the officers is allowing people to get extorted because it's the officers who getting money from that extortion. Y'all with me? It's real dirty. So mob ties run deep. And when I say mob, I ain't saying that loosely, okay? Because it's the mob who run around in Clayco. You know what I mean? That's why if they ever try to pull some shit with me and Clayco, I'm telling you right now, it'd be a high-speed chase. I'd rather, look, I'm going to drive to another district. I'm not going to jail in Clayton County. That's just a fucking death trap. That's it. They got this shit set up so full of shit. Like, the only way we was able to help who we had to help was because we had all of these different people calling in back to back, say you got somebody with shanks on them. You know what I mean? Them niggas is talking about if they don't do this, that, and the third, then the nigga finna lose his life. Oh, we finna have we got a problem? I was literally talking to the lieutenant saying, look, I was saying, how many Masons or more you done ever seen pull up to a jail at one time? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of issue do you want? I ain't talking about just calling the news. Like, what type of issue do you really want? You know what I mean? What type of citations do you really want? What type of violations do you really want over your head right now? And I don't think this is a good time for you, being that all about 8, 9 of your officers done got locked up within the last month. You know what I'm saying? For being caught up in these scandals and caught up in this bullshit. Yo, they moved my folks effective immediately. He tried to kick it. You know, they gonna do the ego shit, but they wound up moving him. Yeah, because, like, I'm not one of them. Like, bro, what are you talking about? He's like, I know everything that's happening. I said, let me tell you something. All right, it's either you lying and you saying you know what's going on because you just think that that's what the fuck I'm supposed to hear. All right, or you do know what's going on. Right? Because if you don't know what's going on, it's because you not hip to how the streets move. Y'all not that fucking smart. But it's one of the two. You either one of them officers who think you understand, who think you smart, but you're not hip, or you one of them officers who do know what the fuck going on. So you choosing to lie to me, right? Or either you gonna keep this shit real, right? He was quiet for that whole time. I said, because nigga, if you don't know how the mob move. I know how the mob move. You don't know how they move. You know what I'm saying? So do you think this shit is on lock? Either you know what the fuck going on, or you completely clueless. Either way, my folks gonna have to move up out that dorm. You get what I'm saying? So they did some bullshit. They pulled some bullshit because they wound up going and trying to single them out. Right? Because I was telling them folks how to do that shit. Like, yo, just move them. We ain't got time. We gonna come get them. Right? We gonna come and make sure that they get out. But go ahead and move them out that dorm. The fuck is y'all talking about? But the nigga tried to go in there in front of everybody and was like, yo, who in there talking about they getting extorted? Ain't nobody finna get extorted in here. Who? That's it. And they try to call them out saying, yo, did you say somebody trying to extort you, so that other niggas could hear that shit? And right, and niggas like, oh, he gonna wind up dead. These motherfuckers is dirty. You feel what I'm saying? Thinking that if the nigga didn't know no better, the nigga probably would have been like, yeah, they were trying to extort me, da-da-da-da-da. And they left them in there. And that happened to somebody else. Somebody else was in there still after saying that the shit had happened to them. And they was already saying what they was going to do to their young brother. You know what I'm saying? That night, they was saying he was going to die. This is happening in Clayton County Jail. You drive past it, don't even know. Y'all understand? So it go real deep is my point. The mob goes super deep. You can't trust it. That's why I tell you, if they ever try to pull me over in Clayco, and it's some shit, and they talking about, all right, they gotta go down. Oh yeah, we going to Fulton. You know what I mean? Fuck you saying? Nigga, we going to Cali. We going somewhere other than here. Fuck you talking about? Because I know firsthand them folks is on some bullshit. So it get real, real deep. All right, so you gotta ask yourself, how can these niggas evade depositions? How can they get out of real deal law situations and ain't nobody even threaten, you know what I'm saying, to come back and find out more and all this other stuff? No, they just let it all go. And when they was in the courts trying to bring it up, the judge was like, fuck that, I'm not here for that. Oh, this shit get deep, don't it? Right? So as a sovereign being, you start having to operate in the dark to operate in the light. Meaning, as I'm sovereign, I think it's clear, I'm a sovereign being by nature. All right? Meaning I surpass others. I sit on top of that pyramid by nature. All right? Then that means that we walking around with the true light, and we're going to speak the true light. So you can't just be out in the public. But this is our protection. You ain't going to see me trying to go and, you know what I'm saying, hang at this party. You know what I mean? We at this club and we chilling and kicking it. All right? And if you see me in any type of environment, my head on a swivel, I can't help it. It's just what it is. It's in your programming. You know what you already into. Right? So we got niggas who coming and trying to reach out. Right? Niggas know they can't come to me. They know they can't come to me. Some of these niggas probably on here now. They know they can't come to me. So they go to other people. Right? And they trying to put little warnings out saying, he's speaking on some people, that's some real dangerous people, some big people. The streets is talking, right? I ain't even supposed to be telling you this. I'm going against the lies telling you this. But, you need to be able to try to speak some sense into your son, right? Same duck ass nigga that had hands in the studio equipment getting stolen when I was 12 years old. It be niggas like that trying to tell my folks to speak sense into me. Speak sense into your son, you know what I mean? Or try to talk to your brother that they trying to go to other people. No, they know they can't come to me, because what you gonna tell me? Everything you think you telling her or everything you think you telling them, I already done fucking said. I already know what these folk got going on. I done put the shit in the music. I already know what the fuck they trying to do. You know what I mean? But that ain't no worry to us. If it was a worry, I would have stopped a long time ago. 2018, I would have probably stopped. If it was a worry, why the fuck would I keep going? No, because I know as loud as I get, and I get loud, somebody hearing me. And if people are hearing me, then people are altering their state of consciousness as they're hearing me. And they deciding, we don't want to sleep or be idle anymore. We don't want to be idle worshipers. You know what I mean? We're not worshiping idols, because to be idle means you're not moving. And that's why I explained the idle mind is the devil's workshop. You know what I mean? And ain't people tired of the devil taking control over everything in their lives and the lives of their children? That's what Dr. Malachi York had in the beginning of his teachings. He said, this is for all the people who are tired of the devil taking control over their lives and the lives of their children. Ain't you tired? Ain't you tired of looking every time you see the children is losing their mind? You know what I mean? Nobody can't talk to them. Nobody can connect with them because they don't know how. They don't forgot how. Ain't you tired of looking at these communities and driving by shaking your head? Don't you want to drive by in your communities and be proud of where you at? You know what I'm saying? Ain't you tired of these motherfuckers continuously getting rich off of the blood of your people? Ain't you tired of that shit? Okay, well then here go how you do it. Stop supporting them. Cast down your idols. Let them fall. Let them fall. Don't support them anymore. That means I don't give a fuck. They already ran out of power anyway. The albums is flopping. You know what I mean? The songs is flopping. Okay? And Offset came out and said, he said, people tired of hearing that shit. People don't want to hear the same trendy shit no more. People don't want to hear the same diamond flashing shit no more. He said people want shit with some content, some real shit. Okay? Well, one of the things that people like Lil Baby is going to have struggles and challenges with is, for one, switching up the sound. That's what people are complaining about. They say, everything sounds the same, right? And now niggas are saying it sound like one long song. I remember I used to literally say that. Everything sounds like one long ass song in this industry. So now they being challenged. Now they realizing, oh shit, it's no longer that you're competing with who got the brightest t-shirt on. It's no longer you're competing with. That's why I said it's way more to the soul, the McLaren and a Birkin bag. You feel what I'm saying? Way more to it. Oh, okay. So really, if Lil Baby wasn't afraid, because he said he was afraid, all right, we got to give him that part. He said he was scared. He said, it's some shit I can't say because I'm scared they're going to get me. He said, I ain't scared to admit it's some shit I can't say because I'm scared they're going to get me. So he was nervous about the same type of beings that were moving that got Nipsey removed. Okay, they got Dr. Sabi removed. They got Tupac removed. All right, they got Malcolm removed. He was nervous about that. He was scared. He said he's scared they were going to get him. But Lil Baby didn't just make a bigger picture song for a Black Power song. You know what I mean? Just to say it's Black Power. So it's like some every other song you done fucking heard. No, that's probably arguably the strongest so-called Black Power song that ever got put out. You know what I'm saying? Just off of the fact that the content was there, the message was there, and it was commercial at the same time. To the point where no matter who you are, if you heard that song, you knew, oh, this nigga is not a fool. This nigga is not no fool. He know what's going on. But what he wound up saying, I think it was on the Breakfast Club when he went on, and he didn't go into the Breakfast Club, but he went on the web, and he was speaking, and he said he ain't doing no more of that politics shit. He ain't doing no more of that. That was it, right? But they probably approached him. They probably stepped to his ass and say, "What you think you on?" You know what I mean? We don't pay you to make people think. We don't pay you, you know what I mean, to actually cause movements to take place. You're too powerful for that. We pay you to promote our brands. We pay you to promote Reebok. We pay you to promote Axe. We pay you to promote Finish Line. We pay you to promote businesses. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be the trendy commercial dude that has no other content, all right, other than the fact that you was in prison at one time and you elevated and went fast and now you're rich. That's it. People are supposed to look up to that, all right, want to be hood rich and try to fight to get to that type of position, even though it's unlikely that anybody would have ever gone through that same type of procedure ever to do that same exact thing the same exact way. Okay, you're supposed to paint an illusion. But the moment he did that Bigger Picture song, what happened? The same people that he was pushing the illusion to accepted the real shit. So when people keep trying to say people don't want to hear that real shit, they want to hear bullshit. No, y'all don't have messengers who have the ability to cross over. And Lil Baby was a messenger that had the ability to cross over. He just wouldn't use it. So when they finally pushed him, and who was they? A man named Faise One. Because remember, when Ahmaud Arbery took place and everybody started exploding, all right, I was calling out everybody in the industry. Then George Floyd happened. I was calling out everybody in the industry. And I was saying, why they ain't saying nothing? Why y'all favorite rappers ain't speaking? They quiet right now. After I called them out, it took a little second, but then Lil Baby came out with a Bigger Picture, and they had an interview where he was speaking about how he was trapped, the trap thing, and people, you know, saying that the trap is really a trap, and it's literally a trap because it's called that science, right? Which, interestingly enough, that's the same science that I spoke of because I told T.I. to take the Trap Museum down, right? I said, why are we glorifying literally being trapped? The shit is a trap, right? And he was saying that they were saying, people be saying, baby, don't say nothing. He ain't saying nothing. Why he ain't saying nothing? I'm like, that's what I was saying. You know what I mean? And then he was like, people speaking for the people. I'm proud of them. Stick together. We can get it up out of them. Go back and listen to that Bigger Picture song. And y'all see why I'm like, hell no, we ain't letting this go. Like, bro, y'all got people who know what's going on. You got celebrities who are in position that are being coerced to fight with the beast. But if they were to step over and fight for the light, not only would Faise One have help, y'all would have help. Because these same people who are associated, listen, Lil Baby one person. That's why I say y'all underestimated Jay-Z and Meek Mill. And you celebrated their prison reform bullshit. That's why I said prison reform, what in the fuck do these niggas be on? I said public relation committee, I'm knowing. Because remember, Meek Mill was trying to shift his image after getting in trouble for doing the Willie and shit and going to jail. Right? So he was trying to switch his image up and was trying to get out of trouble You know what I mean? And not have to deal with all that probation consequences and shit like that. He was trying to switch it up. So he said, I'm going to work with Jay-Z and do prison reform. Have y'all seen the prison reformed? Did y'all walk past the prison that was on y'all block and say, this motherfucker got a new form? No, the prison's the same prison. It's the same bullshit. And JC don't have no business talking about no prison reform when he the voice that if he wanted to, he could cause it to be that not only niggas don't need to go to prison anymore, the crimes that niggas is committing to go to prison, niggas wouldn't be committing. He that powerful of a voice. And if Jay-Z and Meek Mill and Lil Baby and the rest of these moguls and Lil Wayne and the rest of them gave a fuck for real, they would use their platforms to outlaw drill music. But no, they didn't want to outlaw it. So Faise One by himself had to make it be that niggas was so spooked and uncomfortable being drill artists because of how many drill artists fell when I said it was going to happen. How many murder rappers fell when I said it was going to happen, when I did the magic in front of everybody. And I said, okay, you don't listen to me. Let's see if you'll listen to this voice, the voice that you can't ignore. Right? And that voice is the occurrence itself of truth. The existence itself of truth. Let's see if you'll hear that. Let's see if you'll hear, like I can show you better than I can tell you type shit. And then all them pillars started falling. Just like I said, and everybody went on Clubhouse to talk about it every week, every 2 weeks. It was something else that happened. Another person, and everybody kept sending the links to me. And I come into the room and say, Faise, you heard about this person? Faise, you heard about that person? I say, yeah, keep watching. Keep watching. That was happening all through 2021, all through 2022. You feel what I'm saying? So they done seen the shit happen. They saw these events occur, and they finally started to lean back on it and stop pushing so much drill. And it took for the takeoff shit. I remember how the takeoff was the moment that I was looking for, where everybody admitted that it had something to do with the music. If you were paying attention, when Takeoff was killed, all right, his murder didn't have anything to do with music. But when he was killed, other than the fact that they had with the alchemy, you could have read it, they had highlighted the event in the music video, okay, that they had dropped, that Halloween music video, that spooky ass video that they put out with the dice being rolled, right, the contract, all that shit, right? So anybody peeped that, you could have saw that and pieced that together, okay? But the music didn't have anything to do with Takeoff death, meaning when you look at what happened, it wasn't no music associated with it. But for some reason, when Takeoff was killed, everybody took to social media, all these big celebrities, and was like, we gotta stop pushing this murder music. Right? I said it took all these bodies to fall. All these stars had to fall. P&B, right? Pop Smoke, Young Dolph. You know what I mean? It took all of these people to fall for people to realize, oh shit, maybe we need to stop promoting death. Because death ain't fun. Maybe we need to stop promoting that shit. And everybody looked at Takeoff as like this lamb figure. They were like, yo, he didn't deserve this shit. Takeoff was a positive brother. Takeoff was a light brother. Takeoff was a good brother. Takeoff. Exactly. There are a lot of innocent people that are losing their life. There are a lot of good brothers and sisters that are losing their life under the climate that y'all allowed to exist. So I don't know if they think it's over just because you done seen, you know what I mean, we move in another direction because we had to focus on the conscious community for a while. I told y'all that was coming. We had to do that. We had to clean house over there. Don't think that y'all gonna be able to drop a big hit that's a drill song. You know what I mean? That ain't finna happen no more. That's over with. You know what I mean? Because even if you attempt to, I will go to war with you personally. Personally, meaning I focus my energy on the whole industry and we handled that. So the last thing you want me to do is focus my energy on one person. So don't play around. We said the drill music is over with. That's already done. That's like we can wipe our hands on that. But you still got a little stragglers. You got Nardo Wick, the rest of the niggas gonna bump their head, right? And they gonna play around and they gonna crash and burn. But other than that, I think everybody else kind of got the memo. And other niggas try to be loud about it. Black Youngster was even trying to be loud about it, but then he had to face reality when his brother was killed. And he was like, he said, what did he say? Something about God or something like that, and everybody this, and I don't know what he was, I can't remember everything he was saying, but it was like, yeah, you was the one who was mocking death. You mocked Young Dolph death. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was a lot of shit that was going on. And remember the Thornton shit when he was dancing on the grave, and you know what I mean? Well, it wasn't actually his grave, but it was a grave with the same name. So they've been playing around, but then he got hit with the shit, and he had to withdraw himself. Yeah, this is a whole different game that's being played. People are saying They're tired. The people, y'all couldn't hear the people because you was too busy screaming at the people how they need to be celebrating murder. So I have a loud voice. You had to hear me. And when you tried to ignore me, the shit showed up in your reality. I said, okay, bet. I said, watch this, y'all. I said, this is how you cast spells on the wicked. They don't want to listen. This is how you do it. The wicked, now, wasn't just like these motherfuckers were just innocent people. These were wicked beings who were pushing this shit out. And we trampled their whole industry. You know what I mean? So it's all that shit already done. Now you got the Christian revival. The Muslims are coming back. Watch what I'm telling you. This music scene is going to become more spiritual. This year is a big year for that. It's going to become more spiritual. More people are going to be talking about God in their music. Okay? The female rap, listen, if you're a female artist, all that popping pussy, all this other shit, yeah, listen, it's about to fade away. I'm telling you, the harlot shit falling. It ain't even that strong. But the shit falling. All right? Ever since the letter that says he read, you should be able to peep how the females been at war with each other. You know what I'm saying? The female rappers been beefing and shit. This little beef don't even make sense. You know what I mean? You got Lotto, Ice Spice, whoever the fuck, all these other people, what is it? Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion. All the females is fighting each other. The harlot is about to collapse. Like I said, remember I said, when them harlots get to fall, it ain't shit else I can do. It was written. You know what I'm saying? If you think this letter was a diss, then you smitten. Either that or you ain't listen. It's time to pave a new way in this game or destroy it all together in God's name. Real stain. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm speaking to you like the father, all right, he got the belt in his hand. He don't really want to whoop you. Or he might have just whooped you, but he love you. He didn't really want to whoop you. You feel what I'm saying? He tried to just explain to you, look, if you don't get this in your mind that what you just did is harmful, you know what I mean, then you might wind up really getting yourself hurt, or you might wind up really getting yourself in trouble. Yeah, well, if you don't learn to listen to what I'm telling you as the authority figure in your life and learn when to acknowledge authority in your life, well, then somebody out here in this reality, like the police, okay, that you get wrong with, they ready to put you in a pine box. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna have to learn. Look, you big-headed, but it's always somebody better than you. This was what the elders used to teach us when they gave a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of just letting us run them up. Y'all with me? So you see these, they at war with each other, everybody falling out. Okay, well, there's no sisterhood. Y'all don't have sisterhood. You lack the light from that star in that east. You need sisterhood. And the brothers over here needed brotherhood. Right? So I could beat amongst the chest of the brothers, but I can't beat on the chest of the sisters. We had to deliver their shit a different way. But it's starting to fester. You know what I'm saying? And bubble up and broil. And that's till you know, look, it's going to be there. People not going to want to hear that shit anyway. People ain't finna want to hear that shit. They like, all that hot girl summer, all that shit out the window. People ain't going to give a fuck about that shit. People want to find God now. It's already been declared. People want to come back. If you got a religion, this is your year through your own religion that was given to you, okay, that has information in it, that connects to the genes, that is also information in your body, is how you going to upregulate yourself. If you're a Christian, well, guess what? This is the time to get back right with God. This is the time. You ain't finna die. It's not no bad news. It's good news. Somebody says it's an everlasting gospel. Everlasting life will pass you by if you don't climb. You know what I'm saying? You have to keep climbing. That's why I tell you, green light ain't the last step. Everlasting life will pass you by if you don't climb. You got to get up to the ever. Listen, everlasting, the first three letters you have is Eve. And if you read my How to Love Again book, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, you got to get up there where that crown is at, that will release that corona, so that you can be up there with the 9. You understand? It's in my books. You got to be up there with the 9. So you'll have that glow. This is the election year. This is what all this electricity been about. Right? And then watch, we go back around to what the nigga Drake was saying. Conspiracy theories get to circling around like the Kennedy guy. And then who they pop out with to run for president? Kennedy. And I'm telling you, I said they had to reinvent Kennedy. They don't have no other presidents. Can't nobody really run against Trump. There's not enough power. Not enough. There's nobody with enough power associated to their name or with their movement. All right. And the Democrats don't have that much power anymore either, because they running out of demons to do the crafts. Demon crafts. That's why I put in the books, demon crafts. All right. A lot of people try to run with that and say demon crap, but they forgot the craft word. All right. The ones who are doing crafts to the demons. And don't think that I'm saying that demon crafts are evil. All right. If they're just a Democrat or somebody who believe that they should vote for Biden, that means they're evil. No. But all them faces that was associated with the BLM movement, them three witches, I tell you now, go look at the faces of them 3 witches who was over the BLM movement. And if you didn't see it now, you can't unsee it. You know what I mean? Go look, and those are witches. Right? And somebody might say, it takes one to know one. Hell yeah. Coming from that craft, I'm telling you, coming from that cloth or coming from that fabric, I'm telling you, those are witches. We can know, we see amberlite and emerald light. We know who in that craft though. We know who don't put their hands on certain shit. Like how you can say, look into Drake's eyes right now. He got his hands on a lot of shit. It's fucking him up on the inside. It's fucking his stomach up. He did a lot of shit. And it's fucking him up. That's why he said, I need to take a hiatus. I need to I got ulcers in my stomach. It's fucking his belly up. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the point where what he's done is actually making him sick. That's why when you see these movies, right, with all these dark lords, eventually they get all this power, but it starts taxing them. You feel what I'm saying? Look in his eyes. You know what I mean? It's taxing him. Are you with me? So you got a lot of people that have been moving around in that dark, and they can't hide the shit. So them BLM witches are of those people. They can't hide it. I'm not even telling you just look in their eyes. Look at their whole makeup. Literally their makeup and their genetic makeup and their face, how they appear. You'll see witches. Go look and you'll see it. You look at Kamala, you can't unsee it now. You know what I mean? I tell you, I can point out a witch real quick. I told you all these people, Saweetie, you know what I'm saying, Janet Jackson. I said, all you gotta do is look at these folks. They can't hide the shit. They can hide it from y'all until you know what to look for. And then once you realize it, then you're gonna know what to look for. Which is why they don't want you to know what to look for. You know what I mean? But you have to understand that after those movements started to collapse and BLM ran off with the money and people stopped believing in it and they had to use the George Floyd thing to boost their election. Without George Floyd, Joe Biden probably would have never made it into office because they didn't have enough power. They had to come to the melanin dominant demographic. Listen, the demographic, it ain't the real reality. It's just a fake or a demo or a mock graphic. All right. They had to go to the melanin dominant group or crowd of people, and they had to push the capstone or the pivotal moment of the whole racist clause for Trump. If they didn't have that, then Joe Biden's administration would never have been able to actually make sense for getting in office. And even with that George Floyd shit, they still had to steal power or steal electricity. They still had to steal voltage, right? And what have they been trying to persecute or prosecute? Listen, that's why when Donald Trump, somebody walked up on Donald Trump, he let the window down. Now look what I'm about to tell you. He's in a limo. Somebody walk up to Donald Trump, the president, or one of the presidents. They walk up to him. He just rolled his limo window down, and they get to record him. You know what I mean? No, that you were supposed to hear what he said. He said it's not a prosecution, it's a persecution. It's not a prosecution, it's a persecution. Why would he say that? Donald Trump quoting the biblical scripture about those who will be persecuted in that day and time and how they will be vilified and they will put some of you in prison. And they've been locking Donald Trump for so long. And you trying to figure out why he's still not in jail. They keep locking his ass. He get locked up for like 10 minutes and he get out. Right? I told you they had to impeach him twice and it failed. You know what I mean? Why? What was all of this about? Okay. Why are they trying to persecute him? Because he said they stole the election. He said they stole the election. He said the reason why they wanted everybody to stay home so they can do the mail-in ballots because it was easier to finesse. So they've been trying to lock this man up and hit him with RICOs because he said that. Do y'all understand what the fuck I just said to you? They've been trying to lock him up they're like saying that Dwight Howard got to go to jail because he said one of these other basketball players who I don't know nobody's names, Stephen Curry, whatever the fuck. All right. Stephen Curry cheated in the basketball game. So they try to lock Dwight up, right? Or Stephen Curry try to say, y'all give me a basketball name. I don't know any of these. I don't know the names. I know Dwight Howard because of the association. Other than that, I don't really know any motherfucking body. I'm trying to think of a name right now, but it's real tough. So let me just see if I can. Iverson. Only way I know that is because of the Post Malone song, because you say it was the white version of it. So I assume there must be a melanin dominant version. Iverson. So they say Iverson, you know what I'm saying, was like, they cheated. You know what I mean? And he was referring to, LeBron James. Okay? And then they was like, all right, you got to go to jail. And they hit him with a RICO, and they tried to take all his teammates to jail. Does that make sense to you? Does this make sense to you? I'm sure the majority of the people who are celebrating Trump being locked up unsuccessfully so many times probably don't even know what the fuck the charges are. Does it make sense to you? I'm going to keep repeating this. And now, does it make sense to you that one of the presidents of the United States is supposed to be locked up for saying, or let's say using his First Amendment, his constitutional right of freedom of speech? He said they stole the election. They stole the election, so they want to lock him up for that. Does that make sense? No. So they ended up stealing the shit anyway. I remember because Angela Stanton was running, right? And Angela Stanton is a sister of mine. And they was fucking up the shit that was over there, and I was standing outside. They were fucking up the water pipes in the Atlanta building. They wanted, it got deep. They didn't even want Angela Stanton to get the office when she was going against Nikema Williams. They didn't even want her to win. Then you had to ask, say, who the fuck is Nikema Williams? The hood don't know her. So how the fuck the hood vote for her? When everybody know Angie. We all know Angie. So they talking, we all voted for Nikema Williams, and we don't even fucking know who that is. We didn't know she was running until she won. Other than if you went through Angie, you with me? But they was fucking with everybody. And then anybody who tried to come out and say it, but then you forget, it was the Democrats who started that shit. They were the ones who were trying to say that people were still in the election damn near 8 years ago. Talking about the election, they don't win, then the election was stolen, or if they don't win, then the votes were fraudulent. And nobody ain't trying to lock them up. Ain't nobody trying to lock Kamala up. Ain't nobody trying to lock Obama up. None of these folks who were trying to say that shit. You with me? It's all bullshit. They running out of votes. They running out of power. So then they got to bring back Kennedy. Are y'all listening? It's a whole game they playing. It's a whole game. It's a whole game. But that's why I said God for President in the Blood of the Lamb album. God for President. Don't fall for their tricks. They just posted some shit. The nigga Ozzy was like, what his name? Kanye West was asking for permission to put the sample in the song, and he didn't let him, and he still did it. And Kanye West is an anti-Semite. I said, here they go. Here they go. Do y'all think anybody that's on the Shade Room platform, whatever the fuck you call it, committee, right, or administration, do y'all think they give a fuck about an Ozzy? Do y'all think they even care about any of that? Why would they post that? Why would Joe Biden go to Cardi B to get votes? And Cardi B didn't know nothing about politics. They trying to spew up that shit again. Remember I told you the Montgomery brawl was staged. People said, huh? I said the shit was staged. I broke it down. I said it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. They're trying to use polarization to keep you divided. If they can keep you divided, they got an election. Because they need left and right. They need red, blue. That's what they need. If they don't have polarization, there is no precedence. Now, they'll still put somebody in the fucking office, but they know it has to make sense in the minds of the people. The only way Joe Biden was able to get in office is because it had to make sense in the minds of the people, that because of all of the different types of climates that they were able to spawn around that racism shit or that prejudice shit, okay, that Trump needed to get out of office because he was racist. But they tried to push that 4 years in advance. So by the time you got to 2020, they had already built up the narrative that he was racist. And then they used the George Floyd shit to get everybody to go and vote. It's real dirty. It's real dirty. Then you ask where BLM went. The fuck? That was the only time somebody got killed by the police. You know what I mean? And then Candace Owens' documentary completely shut down the narrative that they tried to push. And I watched it. They didn't want people to see that shit. It was literally other angles. I don't know how she got them angles. But it was literally other angles and other clips that she put in that documentary that will show, oh shit, this nigga he ingested that shit. Or damn, like they try to push the knee shit, but it was like, interestingly enough, it looked like the meme when the nigga look like he's shooting a middle finger, but you go on another angle, he really holding up the peace sign. It was the same type of scenario, right? So Kanye West trying to tell people to watch that shit, and they had to come out and tell people don't watch it. So they need polarization. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Say somebody just asked me, one of the sisters just asked me, who you voted for? That I said, I vote for God. I vote for God. I ain't never voted a day in my life for any of these devils. I vote for God. You know what I mean? You ain't never seen me come on here with some peach, like I'm some revolutionary, some peach on my shirt. Some, I did it. I did it. I did it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to disrespect the people who do that, okay? Because I'm sure that somebody convinced you it means something, all right? But you ain't never seen me come on here with no peach, no pineapple, no nothing on my shirt. Talking about I'm fighting, all right, and justice is here and other stuff because I got somebody hired to do a job, and them motherfuckers ain't finna text me and ask me if I want something from the gas station. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't texted you and asked you. Joe Biden administration ain't asked y'all if y'all want shit from the gas station. They don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, they allowed the gas station to get hacked. I'm like, y'all, the fuck you let the whole... y'all ever seen gas get hacked? You know what I mean? You ever watch a movie and they had the little nigga sitting in front of the screen, he blacked out with the change voice, and he ever said, I finally got your gas. What the fuck? This is peculiar. You know what I mean? This is an anomaly. How did this happen, Joe Biden? You got a whole computer in your office. You got a laptop sitting right there. How you let them folks hack the gas? And we think it's because of inflation. No, them niggas said $1 for it. Hell no, $5. That's thing, you know, niggas, they blaming Joe Biden. No, it ain't Joe Biden. It's them niggas, it's some hackers. You forgot they hacked it? And now gas high as fuck. And they sitting back laughing at niggas trying to go in their pockets at the fucking pump. It's a gag for them. Y'all with me? So them niggas ain't asked y'all if y'all want shit. Kamala ain't said shit. You ain't heard Kamala say anything. Jill Biden just spoke for the first time, what was it, yesterday? I was like, damn, that's right, this nigga do got a first lady. When the last time you heard from the first lady? I said, damn, what the fuck is this lady name? Jill, god damn. You forgot about these people. She just came out, I don't know what the fuck she was saying, some bullshit. But she just came out and was talking, reading the script. You know what I mean? Look, all you gotta do is watch when they come to get their speeches. You see how many times they gotta look down at their paper? If a nigga look down 7 times at their paper, right, in 15 seconds, and they supposed to be saying some shit from the heart to you, you might not can trust what the fuck they saying. The nigga Trump come out, he got a bottle of water. That's it. That's his whole shit. His bottle of water. That's it. He ain't looking at no teleprompter. That nigga gonna say whatever the fuck is on his mind. That nigga come out, tap the mic, do. This is their new hoax. He said, what the fuck? Cut his mic. They're using COVID. That's what they're using. They're using COVID, people. They're using COVID. It's all a sham. They're like, we gotta lock this nigga up. Y'all forgot he said that shit, don't y'all? You know what I mean? He said he was draining a swamp. Right? He was like, who built the cages, Joe? Who built the cages? Who built the cages, Joe? He would tell it on everybody. He said, they said there were weapons of mass destruction, and there were none. He said it was a mistake. We can make mistakes, but that one was a beauty. George Bush brother trying to just hold a straight face, knowing this nigga telling the truth. Like, what the fuck? This nigga who's running for president just said they had no business in the Middle East. They have completely destabilized the Middle East, or destabilized the Middle East. He said there were no weapons of mass destruction. That was conspiracy theory talk. A president came out and confirmed it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. And what else he say? He said they're not. He said I'm not their problem. He said they're not coming for me. He said they're coming for y'all. He said I'm just standing in their way. You know what I mean? That's the motherfucker who they wanted everybody to hate for some reason. He said, unfollowed. Unfollowed. I can't handle it. You wasted energy on Biden. You ain't seen and heard from Biden. You gonna follow me? Or you gonna unfollow Biden? Long as you unfollow him, I'm cool. But you can't unfollow me and still subscribe to a motherfucker that's inefficient. You know what I mean? Subpar. Didn't show up and do what the fuck they told you they were gonna do. We're gonna save the country. We're gonna save the gas, the jobs. we gotta save it. The kids, you know, come on, man. You know what I'm saying. I'll leave an effective strategy to announce employ true international pressure. Say, what the fuck? And you unfollow me? That wasn't enough to get you to unfollow him? I'll do what he's unable to do. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true and international pressure. And everybody still was like, yeah, let's vote for this nigga. I like true and international pressure. I sound stupid, though. Okay. I can walk upstairs just fine. Just fine. Since I was a baby. I can walk up the steps. And I promise you, if I get on the bike, I'm not finna fall. I don't need no helmet, none of that. You know what I mean? So, look, if I sound stupid, and that's how he's... okay, well, then, look, hey, he good. I mean, hey, just unfollow me. You know what I mean? Bro, do you know where you at? What are you talking about? Why am I voting for him? Yeah, you just got here. You got to relax, family. Okay, so I'm going to give you one chance to relax. Because you're starting to spam shit. That means you just literally got in here and just started talking. I literally said I have never voted in my life. Never voted. I've never voted in my entire life. Never voted. Why did I never vote? Because who are these people? I have the control over what's happening in my life. Why do I need to rely on these people? Fuck these people. But when that Trump showed up, I said, oh, here's why it's here. I said, here go the Trump y'all been waiting on. This is a trumpet that's being blown. Right? Then everybody got mad at me. They did the same thing to whoever the two-tone dude did. They're like, unfollow. I had people DMing me and say, I'm so disappointed in you. And they unfollowed me. Because I came out with a shirt that said Trump 2020. It was a blue shirt. Trump 2020. I came out with a song called MFN. Right? And I was explaining all of the games they've been playing. And motherfuckers didn't get it. But they unfollowed me. You know what I mean? I had people who were in school with me unfollow me. And I asked them, because we wound up being around the environments together. I said, yo, why you unfollow me? They said, well, you was just posting all that Trump stuff. I just didn't want to hear that. Okay. What the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? You didn't just say you didn't want to hear it. Why you didn't mute my post? You had to unfollow. You had to disassociate yourself. You know what I mean? But they can't handle it. I'm sure the people, if you really are an intellect or an intelligent person or anything, a person that's wise or a scholar, any of that, if you feel like voting matters and you voted for Joe Biden, you have to accept responsibility for what happened in these last 4 years. You got to accept responsibility and say, what the fuck did we do? You got to. And you got to ask yourself, if Trump was just a nigga that needed a job, right? Why the fuck this nigga still acting like the damn president? He ain't getting paid to be president, right? He ain't getting paid now. But every time you hear this nigga, it's like, it feel like this nigga still supposed to have access to the Oval Office. You know what I mean? He's still talking his shit. He's still speaking, still saying his shit. His son's still talking. Ain't none of them stop talking. They still running their mouth. They still politicking, patriarching like a motherfucker. They ain't stopped. Trump ain't the president, and he talking more than Joe Biden. Partially because Joe Biden can't talk. So if you have to explain to me also, how did Joe Biden even get in office when he couldn't talk? How you get in office when the whole time he running, he didn't know what he said? You know what I'm saying, man. You know what he was saying. He didn't know what he was saying. You know what I mean? I had kids rubbing my leg in the pool. And I love kids rubbing my leg in the pool. What? Wait, what? Did y'all hear what he just said? No, he's just cool. It's cool because, you know, everybody loves the kids. No, he didn't. No, everybody, you can love kids. There's nothing wrong with loving kids. But you love kids rubbing on your leg? Yeah, what are you talking about? I had tiny hairs that stood up on my legs, and the kids come in, they just rub my legs, and you let them? You didn't say, hey, don't do that. Y'all go play. You just sat there? Yeah, you sat there because you said you loved kids rubbing your legs in the pool. Who kids? So let me ask you a question. Would y'all, listen, y'all let y'all kids rub Joe Biden legs in the pool? Because you're going to try to make up for it until you got to think rationally about it. And the only time people ever think rationally is when it's dealing with themselves. They can't think rationally on a universal concept. They have to think of it on themselves. Okay, so would you let your children rub Joe Biden's fucking legs? Okay, well, he likes your children rubbing his legs. That don't sound like some shit that even president supposed to say. Did anybody go with the tabloids and run and say, TMZ say we got to stop this? And, you know what I mean? This person is a pedophile. No, but they caught Trump at the fucking Dairy Queen and was like, what kind of shakes you guys got? And they was like, we got chocolate, we got vanilla. He said, I'll go with vanilla. All right? They had him all over those tabloids. He's a racist. We told you. So some little shit. But the shit that count, motherfuckers, they say, no, it's just cute. It's just some little shit that everybody likes that. Oh, let's laugh, clap. No, that wasn't no laughable matter. That's some weird ass shit. You got so many videos and pictures of this nigga smelling little girl's hair. And nobody was like, that's weird. Nobody. They said, I should vote for this man. He's smelling it. Let me vote. Let me put this in here. You had to write his name out. You know what I mean? You had to say, I vote for this person. You had to go and click the shit. Whatever the fuck. I'm saying, act like I know what the fuck y'all got to do. I don't know. I wasn't in them lines. I assume you got to select some shit, though. You had to go through the whole process. And in the back of your mind, you knew all the shit the nigga did. And still was like, let me vote for this nigga. You know what I mean? So again, I'm not telling nobody to vote for anybody. I ain't never tell nobody to vote for Trump. Never said it. You know what I mean? But if you was going to vote for somebody thinking that the vote mattered, I'm still curious as to how you chose Biden. Then they tried to kick that same bullshit that they ran with Hillary and Trump. Said, we got to choose the lesser of two evils. I was in school when they were saying that stupid shit. They said, lesser of two evils. I said, aren't y'all Christian? They said, yeah, we believe in God. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so, all right, y'all Christians, right? Everybody in my class was Christians. I was talking, I had a teacher, she was there, she believed Hillary was going to win. She said, no way, Trump, he's too radical, he ain't going to win, da-da-da-da. I said, Trump going to win, he's a fucking Mason. That's what you talking about. Hillary ain't even bloodline. The end of the story. She said, you don't know that. I said, no, I think, if anything, I'm 50% sure that this nigga is going to win. He's going to win. He's a fucking Mason, right? So he will win over Hillary, who's not even related, unless you were running against somebody who was, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be bloodline. But you're not. Same way Obama was related to Bill Clinton and all those other motherfuckers is related. Right? Okay, cool. She ain't want to believe that shit. So I'm talking to them people. I'm like, yo, ain't y'all Christians? Y'all believe in God, right? They're like, yeah. I said, and you're saying, as people who believe in God, that you're going to vote for the lesser of two evils? I said, it only makes sense to me that if I believe in God and I'm walking with the order of God or the order of good, I don't give a fuck how many evils it is to choose from. I'm just not going to choose it. I'm not going to merit the evil, say you're a little more evil than this person. Let me see, how many evil inches are you? Okay, you 3 evil inches and you 2 evil inches. Okay, I'm going to go with the 2 evil inches. What the fuck? They're like saying, I'm going to choose the devil that offends me the least. Or that's going to try to kill Jesus the least. They going to still try to kill the nigga. But he said, I'm going to go with whoever the devil is, whoever the Judas is that's going to take the least amount of money. You took 30 silver coins. I don't fuck with you because this nigga took 10. You could have took 10. He's still going to try to get Jesus killed. What are you talking about? It's the lesser. It doesn't make sense to me. It makes sense to you. It don't make sense to me. Right? So that's why I say, yo, I'm not voting. You can imagine how many people, it was females and everything. That's why one of the niggas used to tell me, one of my teachers used to be like, yo, right? Because he used to observe. I taught a lot in the class just how I'm talking to y'all. And I be teaching and shit like that. And sometimes females get upset because they had their beliefs and shit. And they think just because they was a female, or it was probably be like a pretty female, they think that because that female, that what they say gonna matter. And I listen to them, and then after that, I shut that shit down, just like I was shutting all the other niggas shit down. What the fuck you talking about? I don't care who you are, right? And one of my teachers pulled me to the side, and he was like, yo, you know, when it comes to these females, he said, if you want to be a little smoother, you know, you might want to stay away from religion, politics, and all this stuff with his talkers. I said, yo, I don't give a fuck about that shit. But he was telling me the truth, because let you say some shit that go against the politics of a female, oh, she ain't gonna fuck with you. You gotta be real careful. You know what I mean? Or you would have had to be real careful. I don't give a fuck. I ain't never give a fuck. I would know I'm finna fuck up. And some of me like win anyway, nigga. So I'm like, okay, if I win this argument, she probably ain't gonna ever talk to me again. And I'll be like, I'm finna win this shit. You know what I mean? And I would do the shit anyway. I'm like, no, that's not correct. That's not true. I know you feel this way, but in all actuality, this is what he said. How could you support this person? He's a bigot, da 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 da. Okay, look, I hear you. What's one thing that he said or did that is allowing for you to feel this way? So we've been talking for the past 3 minutes after I asked that question, right? And it seems like you don't have an answer, which may mean that you have been coerced or swindled or tricked into thinking this person is a racist or prejudiced against you, maybe because they need you to vote for the other one. She ain't like that shit. There was a lot of other shit we had a conversation about. But yeah, the bottom line is you start talking about politics and religion, start breaking the shit down to people, yeah, people gonna walk away from you. So this nigga talking about some unfollowed, I don't know why people gotta announce that shit. That'd be the only weird thing. I don't mind you unfollowing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that shit. Anybody telling you to vote for a lesser of two evils, walk away from them. Anybody ever say that shit? I don't know. I don't care if they don't know what they saying. Still walk away from them. Vote for the lesser of two, walk away. Walk away. As soon as they say this shit. As soon as lesser come out their mouth. Vote for the lesser. Yep, I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Now, what's up with this Kennedy dude? Did anybody think that nobody even knew where the fuck the Kennedy niggas was at? That's why I say just go look. Go look for Kennedy. And see who running right now. The Kennedy's son or somebody Kennedy. And he don't look real. I just will tell you that he don't look real. He's like one of them video game coaches from back in the day. Right? When you had the wrestling WWE games and the coaches, how they got like all their faces almost like a block. And their hands big as fuck. That's how he looked. I'm like, this nigga look like they just like said, fuck, hey, where's our Kennedy? It's like went in the closet, unlocked it. It was like, all right, we need you. They programmed, you are the son. In his back. And uploaded him, and now he's like, vote for me. And it's like, well, who is this guy? We ain't heard from Kennedy since the assassination. Everybody thought the other Kennedys disappeared and went underground and shit. People had theories, and now the nigga running for president. Explain it. Explain it. If they murdered Kennedy, what do you think they're going to do to his son? I don't know, but I think he should like stay away from the extraterrestrial conversation, if anything. If he get like on the teleprompter that they say anything about extraterrestrial shit, he probably should like squint his eyes, act like he can't see that shit, and go right over that. Just scroll over it. Don't even listen. Word to the wise. Because once upon a time, somebody was telling a certain someone, right, that they were going to announce and speak about that eventually. And Marilyn Monroe had access to that because she was fucking with both of the brothers. And she got mad because the brother started slighting her. This is just what I heard from a bird. And because the brother started slighting her, she got on the phone with one of the brothers, I think it was Robert, and was like, yo, since y'all want to slight me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on TV, and I'm going to go big with it, and I'm going to let them know that y'all not only told me that extraterrestrials are real, that you actually capture extraterrestrials and you have them prisoner, that Dwight Eisenhower made deals with extraterrestrials, okay? She was saying, I'm going to tell. The Attorney General tapped the phone. So the Attorney General was listening to the call, and it was some FBI members who was listening to the call. They watching her the whole fucking time. So she talking to the motherfucker, don't even know this. He done had a phone tapped. Y'all get what I'm saying? And the shit went crazy. Then next thing you know, Marilyn Monroe gone. So then a certain president was like, yo, we got to let these people know. And if you think I'm lying, it's in the documentary Unacknowledged that John F. Kennedy, I think it was Unacknowledged. If not, it was Phenomenon, but I think it was Unacknowledged because that's the rare one people don't really know about, right? You go watch the Unacknowledged documentary, and JFK is all through the paperwork. All of them classified documents talking about the unknowns and how people need to know about the unknowns. The unknowns was a classified word or a code word for the UFOs and the people who drive them. You know what I'm saying? So go look into a person called Hayim Ashed. Hayim Ashed, he's the directorate over there in Israel. He was the one who was explaining that Trump also knows that it's people that's driving these crafts. And the people on the crafts told both of them that it's not time yet for the masses to know who they are because the masses ain't ready. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they'll pull that shit, but again, they pull that shit for certain reasons. A credible voice coming out and saying that's why Donald Trump never said they were real. He never said, yo, listen, aliens are real. He never said that shit. But he did tell them folks they had to disclose under the Freedom of Information Act all of the documentation that they had sealed in that vault. You got to realize how he moved. Trump not stupid. He know all the chess. So he ain't never come out and say it was real. But he did disclose it for you to go find out for yourself. Does that make sense? The same way he never said he knew what QAnon was, because they were trying to ask him, like, what's QAnon? Do you know about QAnon? Da, 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 da. He said, I don't know anything about QAnon. He said, I know they're against pedophilia. He said, I don't disagree with that. Then that means you know everything there is to know about QAnon. How you don't know nothing about QAnon, but you know the main shit they be talking about? You know what I mean? So, yeah, he know all about that shit. What are you talking about? He's the fucking president. He's privy to any piece of information you want. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But he know. They all know the shit real. It ain't even no fucking conspiracy. It's just whether or not you know. Sound like an encyclopedia? Yeah, I appreciate it. I dedicate my time. Learn, keep learning. When I'm not on here, I'm learning some shit. When I'm not on here, I'm working on something. When I'm not on here, I'm writing something. When I'm not on, I'm researching something. You know what I mean? And the shit gonna spew out. There's a game you have to play. Facts. Department of Justice, Biden has significantly limited memory, cannot be charged with crimes. What the fuck? What the hell? That's why they be trying to play crazy. They be trying to play crazy. What do you have to say for yourself about your son, Hunter? Huh? What, man? What are you saying? What are you saying? That's my son. What are you saying, my son? I have a son? Stop playing crazy, nigga. You president. You was able to get the presidency. Nah, that nigga out of his mind. That's why Trump be saying, you gotta listen to what Trump say. All right? I don't know. Listen, another thing. I don't know why people want to act like they ain't like Trump. Because in all actuality, you don't like this boring ass Joe Biden nigga. Y'all know people now. Come on now. Like I told you, the biggest audiences come from the drama shit. You know what I mean? If I want to bring 500 people on here tomorrow, I'll just spark some shit off that appear like drama and then come in here and then sum it up. And people won't even realize why they was in here, but they thought they was in here for drama. You know what I mean? People love that drama shit. People love radical shit. People love loud, booming shit, attractive shit, explosives, and yeah, that's it. That's why action movies are so successful. All them wow, all them moments. People love that shit. So only moments that you can say, well, you can't say Joe Biden fuck ups is like wow moments. Cause I know everybody was like baffled how this nigga couldn't ride a bike. You know what I mean? I know everybody be baffled about that shit. It had to be. You know what I mean? And I know people had to be baffled about him falling upstairs. It was a few things you had to be baffled about. The true and international, nobody wouldn't care about BLM. But as soon as he said white lives matter, then everybody said black lives matter. They couldn't even remember what the fuck the phrase was. Matter lives black. The people ain't said that shit in a long time. But I promise you, if Ye come out here and do like, I don't know, whiteface or some shit, they gonna be like Black Lives Matter, BLM, they gonna fight again. They don't care about that shit for real. People don't care about that type of shit on a day-to-day basis. It's not their concern. So when Trump would come out and every day he has shit to say, you couldn't wake up. Every day Trump was saying something. You don't know what he said. He was saying something every day. Biden ain't spoke to y'all since he got elected. He ain't actually spoke to y'all since he got elected. He ain't saying shit to nobody. He don't got to explain shit. Remember he was little boy in the civil rights leaders. He like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I live, you know, we say, I run shit here. Y'all just live here. That's how he was talking to the civil rights leaders as soon as he was getting them same motherfuckers who tried to get him in office. As soon as he get in office, he said, fuck y'all. And ain't nobody heard from him. So what do Trump be saying? You got to listen to what he say. That nigga said Biden, he said most of the time, he said Biden doesn't know he's alive. That nigga said Biden does not know he's alive. Why would he say that? Like, yo, you know, you got some people say, yo, this nigga off. Somebody might say, this nigga retarded. Somebody might say, this nigga slow. Somebody might say, this nigga clueless. You ever had a nigga tell you, you don't even know you alive? No, he was trying to tell y'all some shit. And I ain't gonna go too deep into the shit, because again, I'm not no conspiracy nigga. But he was trying to tell you some shit. He said, Biden doesn't know he's alive. He said, this nigga be cracking me the fuck up. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Y'all know this nigga funny as fuck. This nigga was standing in front of the podium. He said, how many exits do I have? He said, I can go left. This nigga said, I can go left. I can go right. He said, I promise you, I'm not going to turn around and try to exit through this wall. He said, but for some reason, when it's time for Joe Biden to finish up, he always try to leave, and they got to turn and face him. So y'all notice that, right? You don't notice it till the nigga point the shit out. You said, wait a minute, this fucking, he done talking, and he always turn around like it's some steps leading into, you know what I mean, the magnificent realm or some shit. It's nigga left or right. It's two directions. And he always turn around and they gotta like spin him around like he got the fucking blindfolds on, the pinata and shit, just so he can exit the stage. That's crazy. A president who can function will know after they done even reading the teleprompter, pick a direction or rehearse the direction. Get the fuck off stage. That's it. So if this nigga cannot navigate himself, if he doesn't have control over his own body to know how to exit the stage, why the fuck does this nigga have the nuclear codes? The nuclear codes. Well, one of his people be like, yo, text Jill, say the food here. He grabbed the wrong fucking... he grabbed the wrong phone. He put the code in. Next thing you know, we hear sirens. You know what I mean? He's like, it's been 5 minutes. Where's the food, man? Where's the food, nigga? We finna die. He talking about where's the food. You know what I mean? Putin like, bro, what the fuck? He texted nigga say, bro, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Kim Jong-un said, bro, we had a deal. What the fuck y'all niggas doing? He said, this nigga, so how could the nigga Burger King ain't arrived and shit? Fuck. He said, where's the food, man? Where's the food and national pressure? Shit is crazy. This nigga can't get off the fucking stage and y'all gave this nigga the nuclear codes. I mean, Putin don't even take the nigga serious. I don't even believe in politics, but that's a little embarrassing. I mean, like, I'm not saying I'm a part of this whole system, but I'm just like, to be made to feel like I shouldn't be is another level. Cause like, why Putin he don't take none of us serious now. Putin always like he got some shit that he know that we don't know. He always like he on another level, and people ain't up there with him. Y'all know this Putin don't do shit, but he make the same face every time. He got the same poker face.
and they were arguing over the nuclear weapons and shit. Last time with Trump, right? At least Trump had sense. Cause Trump was popping his shit, Kim Jong-un popping his shit. Cause Trump walked in office and Kim Jong-un started squaring up. And Trump like, what the fuck going on? And he was like, nigga, you inherited Obama beef. So Trump like, bro, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas talking about. I'm on that same shit though. Nigga, fire and fury. Right? And he get to popping his shit. Next thing you know, Kim got quiet. Right? And he said, a scared dog barks louder. Right? And next thing you know, next thing you know, Trump and Kim shaking hands, smiling at the camera. Yeah, I think Trump might have wised up a little bit. He was like, hold on. He said, what the fuck did nigga say? A parable? Yeah, let me squash this shit. Next thing you know, the nigga shaking hands. This nigga Joe Biden arguing with Putin, talking about some don't cross that line. You know what I mean? What he say? We gonna cross that red line? Whatever the fuck the nigga said. Then he ain't take you serious. He ain't take you serious. This nigga Trump, this nigga Biden launched a fucking attack and hit the wrong people. 13 innocent children died. Nobody held them accountable. Not even in their messages and their speeches. And 13 innocent children lost their life because this nigga pressed the wrong fucking button. And nobody was like, that's some bullshit. I think that might beat out the whole grab him by the pussy thing. Yeah, that's some bullshit. He didn't kill 13 people by saying that. And he wasn't even president. When you president and you done bomb people on accident. Like, I'm not lying. What the fuck? Y'all forgot. I pay attention to everything. Then around that same time, they ran that Taliban program. Remember the Taliban program? I think it was 2021. Around that same time, they had all them Taliban people running behind that inflatable, that plane. And for some reason, there's only one nigga out there with a camera. All right, ready, set, go. They said, pull the cord. Nigga ran with the rope, the plane get to moving. You know what I mean? People running with it. Y'all remember them days? I said, ain't that interesting that it's like 20 years after the actual 9/11 shit? And they said, we need to do something about our TSA. That's why they did it. They don't give a fuck about them people getting on no plane or not getting on no plane. They just trying to boost up their security shit. Same reason why they pulled the first thing they pulled. To be able to have a reason in your mind, right? It made sense to you why the NSA was able to monitor you on the level in which they've been monitoring you since then, and it became normal now. Remember the movie Enemy of the State? If you don't remember, shit, you need to go watch that shit. That shit is reality. And Enemy of the State was advanced for its time. So if Enemy of the State is 20 fucking years ago, and it's advanced, and beyond its years, at that time, what the fuck you think the people are able to do now? What do you think they're able to do now? There is no such thing as privacy. Ain't no such thing. Ain't nothing private, really. They pay attention to every fucking thing. They trying to figure out if they can use this, they'll use it. If they can't use it, they'll use it. They don't need every drug dealer in jail. They need somebody out here poisoning the community, so they're going to lock up some and make it seem like they're doing something. You know what I mean? They're not trying to catch every fucking murderer. They need some suspense got to be existing. There's got to be some mystery out here. But they see everything that's happening. They see everything that's happening. You know what I mean? It takes you back to that Boys in the Hood scene with Dorbo, but like, he said either the government don't know, he said, either the world don't know, don't show, or don't care about what happened in the hood. They don't care. You know what I mean? They know. They just don't care. And not just in the hood, every motherfucking way. They see everything. It's an eye everywhere. It's called the all-seeing eye for a reason. They got all them satellites, all that data analysis technology they trying to push. That shit don't have nothing to do but invasion of privacy. That's all the shit ever been about. They got to watch closely. They were tapping my phone. I'm like, why the fuck they tapping my phone? I'm on the phone with a female. I'm like, what the fuck these phones? I said, I know what the hell this is about. I said, this whole time we've been talking about the extraterrestrial encounters. We was on the phone talking about this shit. I said, they listening in because of that. They listening in because they know the shit real. That's why I tell you the government ain't worried about people claiming that they know Messiah or claiming that, that. Interestingly enough, they put it in the Book of Clarence movie. I just watched it. Right?
where they had to crucify all the false messiahs? They had to crucify them too. You feel what I'm saying? So they ain't really worried about a motherfucker calling themselves the Messiah or saying that they in touch with the extraterrestrials. Go watch that Man Who Fell to Earth. The CIA is watching and waiting for a motherfucker to be contacted. And they gonna try to intercept the message. You feel what I'm saying? And then pick up on whatever the fuck is being said. That's why when they put that tornado in there, where they had to walk in between that tornado into the eye of the tornado so that they couldn't hear their conversation, that's coming straight from Dr. York, y'all. That's coming straight from Dr. York, because we were taught about how them ships travel in them tornadoes. It's literally the perfect storm for them to travel. They travel in them. And you thinking it's a tornado and it's a big ass ship moving through. You with what I'm telling y'all? Hey, let it sound crazy then. But for some reason, they merged extraterrestrial technology, right? Because they literally said he created the tornado. Like cloud seeding. He created the damn tornado just so there could be interference, all right, that would stop the interference from taking place. They wouldn't be able to tap the grid. Y'all hearing me? So they be listening for that type of shit. Yeah, they tap my phone. I already know my shit tap. But it ain't even nothing special because everybody's shit tap. It ain't nothing special, really. It's just they be listening in. They want to hear it. They say, okay, what he saying now? What type of dream did he have? What type of vision did he have? What type of astral projection experience did he have? Okay, he talking about that time when he was 12 years old again. Okay, let's see if we can pick up on whatever this piece of information. They looking and learning, trying to find out anything they can. But they know their time is up. They know their time is up. And they know people are being communicated with, and they know it ain't spiritual. It's a science conversation. They got technology that allows for this to happen. That's why I broke down what the Cupid arrow shit was. Cupid's arrow is technology that affects the brain. As soon as that shit is shot like an injection, it sends shit to your brain that releases oxytocin. You know what I mean? And it also programmed a person, literally gave them a program that when they got up that day, they were supposed to go to the Publix and they run into some lady named Sarah. You know what I mean? And when they meet Sarah, that button was going to be pressed and that oxytocin was going to be released, that serotonin was going to be released. And they trying to figure out why they having love at first sight emotions. And they looked at all these people in here and never got any of that feeling. And they looked at this one person and said it was love at first sight. They brought y'all together through technology. Sound crazy, but then you got to ask yourself, is Cupid from Earth? No. So that's an extraterrestrial called an angel. It's an extraterrestrial. And why the fuck does an extraterrestrial, if it's a spirit, have a bow, an arrow? That's literally technology. You with me? So it's like, yeah, they hide this shit in all these stories and make you think that the government came up with it in modern day time. That ain't the case. Yeah, they said the revolution will not be televised. It actually will not be a revolution. That's the crazy part. There really won't be a revolution how people think it is. There won't be one. There'll be an evolution, but there won't be a revolution. Genesis in the Bible speaks on it. It says, as above, so below. Because they hot to me, calling foul sounds hot to me. I think that happened with my ex, legit. Was an energy vampire after all. And probably somebody set you up, probably. Or you set you up. You probably set you up. Yeah. So when I say Drake or Dragon, all these breakdowns of these celebrities and stuff like that, it's the reason why I keep doing this. Somebody probably wondering why you keep doing this. Like, okay, you done already did the Drake thing, why you running it back? You did the Lil Baby thing, why you running it back? Okay, you got to remember how many people have attached themselves spiritually to these people. You with me? It's a lot of people who worship these individuals. So that means these stars have power. It's literally called star power. And as I told you, elementals, okay, or alchemists have the ability to work with any element, including names and stars. So it's a reason why Letter to Lil Baby got 100,000 views, music video. Got 100,000 views. A big music video, right? It's the reason why Letter to Sexy Red got 220,000 views almost. So 200-some thousand views and 100-some thousand views on the music videos. All right. And we wasn't getting that type of view. I think the most music video views I had was like from Dr. York's song Pops. And that was like 30,000. But now it's at 40,000. Okay. We moving these elements around to bring the people home. We're using these elements. You know what I mean? And then there's more people seeing it. And then they listen and say, yo, who is this man? And they say, oh, that was just a nice song. And I was like, yo, who is this guy? Go read the comments on Letter to Sexy Red. And like people are rejoicing. You know what I'm saying? They said it was a breath of fresh air. They said, we didn't even know you existed. Yeah, they did their best to stop y'all from knowing. They never wanted you to know that it even exists this way. Because then you'll look up to me. It's not that you look up to me to worship me. You know what I mean? I looked up to people in my life. I looked up to and still look up to Dr. Malachi Z. York. And that's why I was able to become a well-rounded individual. I looked up to my mother. And that's why I became a wise, bright individual who nobody can't fuck with. Play with it. You know what I mean? I looked up to people. Ain't nothing wrong with looking up to people. So I know a lot of people look up to me. And I don't take that lightly. It actually, it causes for you to be more cautious with what you do and what you say. You know what I mean? And the higher I grow up, it's like literally grow up and go up. Okay? Things I used to do, I can't really do no more. Cause like I got a lot of people looking up to me, literally. Which means that I'm ascending in that regard. You feel me? Things I used to do, I can't do now because some people might really look at that and say, okay, I should really do this. And you know what I mean? That's what you say, with great power comes great responsibility. What my Umi taught me when I was younger was to whom much is given, much is required. That's what she used to tell me since I was like 4 years old. She said, to whom much is given, much is required. Right? I don't know. I didn't understand why she used to say that shit so much. But as I got older and elder and wiser and stronger, now I get it. I say, yeah, I have been given a lot. I have a lot of light and a lot is required of me. And it can be taxing on you just to even associate yourself with the mission can be taxing on you alone. You know what I mean? And then it's another thing that's real tricky is you don't really have anybody who you can ask about this. Most of the time, you just got the mirror. And you got to learn how to trust your own voice. People think that shit easy. Listen, you know what I mean? It takes practice. I'll say it like that. Not that it can't be easy. It gets easier, but it takes practice. You got to be able to hear yourself because it's a lot of noise. It's a lot of noise. Who remember my 762? That's right. I probably showing up the letter to Lucci, right? Because I had the letter to Lucci back in like 2020. Because Lucci had posted me on his page when they did that challenge, that 762 challenge. And remember, I had been fighting since then, even back then fighting. And they've been blackballing me since then. 2020, it's been 4 years since then. And I did the challenge. And I won the shit, which I was really disappointed because he was like, whoever win, get the feature and $7,500. And at the time, I was homeless, right? Actually, it was either $7,500 or a feature. So I was living in a hotel at that time. And I was like, shit, I know that $7,500 can help. You feel what I'm saying? But they wound up not even announcing a winner. Same thing with the Amaretta situation, right? I won that competition, y'all. I won that challenge. The only thing that was bothering me about a lot of this stuff, not bothering me, like hindering me, but it's like, damn, this shit, you got to shake that shit off, is I actually won the challenges. It was like I came and swept that shit clean. The challenges were won. And the people said I won. It wasn't like I just said I rap better than everybody. No, the people were commenting under all my shit. I was the only one who would do these challenges that if you saw 700 something comments, only one person tried to be different and say, nah. Every other 699 comments was like, yes. That's the only thing. Everybody else was like mid or other. They was literally saying, but when it came to mine, it was like, yo, he won. Even with the Amaretta challenge. Right? And I go back and listen to Sorry for the Wait remix today on the Raw mix. And I listen to that shit. I say, I know she heard that shit. I know but it was like, She didn't not only did I not make, because it was four winners that she picked. She picked 4 winners. And out of the 4 winners, it was like all that shit was like ABC rhyming. Right? I'll never forget one of them niggas said, you know what I'm saying? Some, I'm fly, but I'm not a bird. Or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And my shit was literally lyrically positioned, and you had the hit in it, and you know what I mean? The lineup was there, the prose was there, all that. The punchlines, and all that shit was just like flat. So she chose 4 winners. And out of the 4 winners, I wasn't in neither one of those positions. And I was the response I gave was like, yo, you dead ass? I commented, I'm like, you dead ass? And everybody started commenting, was like, no, you won, da-da-da-da-da. And then you had other people who was like fans of the other people was like, nah, don't be mad, don't be salty, laughing and stuff. It ain't nothing like that. It's like, yo, I'm talking to the fucking hip-hopper. I'm talking to the artist herself. This ain't even, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to her. Like, yo, you dead ass? Like, you. And then she went on her story, was like, I don't know why y'all trying to question, you know what I'm saying, my judgment. I was just saying these were my personal favorites, da-da-da-da. And then she started trying to kick it in the comments. It was like, you was just rapping fast, right? You was just rapping fast. Really, I didn't even know what you were saying. And I was like, that's not even genuine or honest, because when you first commented, when I tagged you in the shit, you was like commenting brain exploding emojis and shit. So if you didn't understand what the fuck I said, why would you post it on your page? You know what I mean? But it's like I was also the only one who she didn't have a judgment for. She asked everybody else to judge my shit. She said, what y'all think? I'll let y'all be the judge. Okay, she let everybody else be the judge, and they judged and said he won. Lady London even commented on it. Everybody was commenting on this shit. Yo, he won. But this shit ain't involved in that. But when it came to the loser shit, was like that shit fell off too. I did the Fujiano challenge. Fujiano, I was the only one Fujiano act like he didn't see. He was commenting on the nigga shit, and I was watching, and I paid attention. He commented on nigga shit. One nigga had posted shit, had like 500 views, 13 comments. Tag Fujiano. Fujiano came back in minutes and commented under his shit. I had 5,000 views within that first hour. The shit was going major. It was a big thing, right? Over 500 comments, and he never seen the shit, and it was $15,000 on the line. Some female won and shit. She wasn't rapping about shit. I don't even understand this shit, but she won it. Then another nigga went to school with me. Nigga named OG Ma did the shit. He did the what do you call it? Rolly challenge, whatever. I don't remember what the fuck he called the shit. But he had a song with like hold the rolly up. They switched up on you. Hold the rolly up. They switched up on you. And that's why I came in with my hold it. I put that on the raw mix. I'm in the mentioning niggas who thought they would talk about some shit and embarrassing them. I went to cover with Molly. I would turn. I said, bitch, I'm gonna make it. I swear to them. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Never had a rollie I could hold up, but I'm presidential from the toes up. Like, I fucked the whole shit up. You know what I mean? Even down to the fast part at the end. He actually told me to do it. He wasn't, I got a DM where the nigga was like, I'm like, yo, I'm finna fuck up the challenge, da-da-da-da. He like, yo, go ahead, bro, I'm gonna be waiting. I did the challenge immediately. Send the shit to him. Left it on scene. I'm like, damn, what's going on? Cause that was supposed to be some money, so I think it was $2,500. And a rollie or some shit, and you could be on the song, some other shit. This y'all gotta keep in mind, this back when I had like 17,000 followers. You know what I mean? 17, 19. It was no more than 20,000 followers. So I'm really like pushing and fighting my way through. Right? It's back in 2021 with this situation. So I'm like, damn. Okay, I know he just said do it. I'm reading the message over again. Yeah, I'm waiting on you. Okay, send it to me. Okay. Damn, I done sent the shit to you. I see the shit on scene. Next thing I know, this other nigga named Jahari had won the shit. And I wasn't hating on bro, because I know Jahari was one of my folks, Quezzo artists. So I was like, shit, okay, whatever. I gave respect to him. But I'm like, in my mind, like, I just got played. Like, you know what I mean? Because, first of all, you already rock with me because we rock with each other when we went to school. You know me. And you told me, do the challenge. I did the shit. Why you wouldn't put me on? Why wouldn't you give me the opportunity to not only benefit from the funds that came through as somebody who didn't have no fucking money, right? You didn't even let me benefit from the funds that came through or whatever the exposure that would have came from Atlanta at that time. But then I realized that Amaretta had followed him. So Amaretta must have known him. So it had to be some type of politics behind the scenes shit where it like she wouldn't let my shit, you know what I'm saying? Or he wouldn't, or they talked, something happened. Cause it went from, you know what I'm saying, I got you to nigga ain't saying shit now. It's the same thing with them damn features. It's like, nobody can't do a feature with me. I don't think they allowed. You know what I'm saying? And I be wanting to do the features with niggas so that we can get more people, especially niggas from Atlanta. We get more people in Atlanta to come home. Come over where we at, take this walk. They got to know this shit out here like that. I'm from here. They got to know, look, I'm from that cloth and this is what we got to. Right knowledge is able to do this for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be no conscious community corny ass nigga. You can just be legitimately you and still come home. You don't got to pick up on no lingo that you don't want to do. You can still have your way, how you have it, and just make sure that you leave room for God way. And then when you find God way, you going to know that that's the way to go. This is what I'm working on, been working on, but they can't work with me. Yeah, I'm blackballed. It's bullshit. It's really some bullshit because there's a lot of other shit you got to do. So y'all blackball me. And then when I fight to do this shit my way, when I say, okay, fine, I'm going to do it my way then. Then y'all try to say I'm clout chasing. That's why I say fuck all that shit. I'm going to get there. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to get there. How you going to blackball a nigga then? He make his own way and then you going to try to shut that down. You ain't want me to play. Okay, fine. I'm going to play how I play then. Letter to Lil Baby. Letter to Sexy Red. Letter to Farrakhan. I'm going to get there. I'm going to make you say my name in the same name that you saying the rest of the people. I'll write a letter to every motherfucking body in the industry if I have to. I don't care. I will write a letter to everybody. I'll write a letter to Nicki Minaj tonight. Do y'all know, listen, if I get enough water bottles in me, I'll write a letter to Nicki Minaj. Right now. The fuck you talking about? And go to war with the Barbs. I'll need help. I'll need y'all help. Okay? If I come on here out of breath, it'll be like red alert or green alert. I would tell y'all folks, I need help, nigga. The Barbs is on my ass. It's not a joke. I did a letter to Nicki Minaj. I mean, the Barbs ain't gonna tell me to be careful. The Barbs gonna get active. I'm gonna have Barbie dolls showing up in my mailbox. Who the fuck got my address? You know what I mean? It's gonna be Barbie dolls with like custom made middle fingers. You know what I mean? With an I Hate Faise shirt on. Say, this shit getting real. Them Barbs do not play. I think them might be the worst ones. So if I write a letter to Nicki Minaj, I have to release that shit with a Bulletproof Vest album cover. They gonna shoot the album cover down. So how can they do that? It's not even possible. They gonna mobilize, one thing about it. And next one's more dangerous after them is the fucking Beehive. Now, y'all think the Beehive more dangerous. The Beehive ain't actually more dangerous than the Barbs. Them Barbs, they out they fucking mind. The Beehive, they got classed. They got a little class with them. Them Barbs be exoticals. They be thrown the fuck off. They be dizzy. So it's like, you would rather a nigga with class be shooting at you than a nigga who ain't got no sense. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You rather be beefing with a nigga with class than beefing with a nigga who say, fuck the world. You know what I mean? Because at least a nigga with class is going to stick to the G code. These niggas who be throwed for real, they say, fuck the G code. Telling you. I'll write a letter to Nicki Minaj. I'll write a letter to everybody. I don't care. I'm going to get there. What? I play to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Fuck is you talking about? We're going to make it. The masses will know. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason to stop now. Why would I stop now? I didn't stop when there was nobody listening. Why would I stop now? They can hear me now. They hear me loud and clear. We ain't going to stop. I'll write a letter to everybody. I'll write a letter to one of y'all. He talking about. They say, what I do? And keep aligning myself with them star names. That's why they wouldn't let me put Drake name as my song title. They're like, that's cheating. You can't do that. You can't do that, nigga. We know who you are, bro. But you can't do that, nigga. Yeah, I do a letter to Young Boy. I do all that shit. Look, Young Boy responded to Charlemagne. He responded to a radio nigga. But he won't him not respond to Faise. No, he atoned. He agreed with Faise. Y'all remember? Don't ever forget the Billboard interview where he was like, all these people out here killing because of me. Remember he was shaking his shit? He like, because he's killing because of my songs. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. I got to make that right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, all these demons around me. I got to oh, okay, this nigga, he atoning. When he came to me. But when he came to Charlemagne, you know what I'm saying? He piped up his shit. He was dissing Lil Baby and them. Lil Baby with him, 4 posts, firing him. Okay, this nigga. Remember he went up against everybody? But he didn't say, and that nigga Faise. He didn't say that. He called everybody out. He gonna bat everybody and slime. Whatever the fuck that nigga be doing. He did all that for everybody. But when he came to Faise One, he ain't do none of that shit. He got on Billboard, put on it all white. You know what I mean? I just want to change my life. I just want to get this shit right. So I'll do a letter to Young Boy. He say nigga can't say his name, but I done said his name a million times. You know what I mean? And I told you, that nigga listen to the music, because his ass was like, he had a song that said, what you say, you catch a nigga, don't do nothing to him, let that nigga slide. I'm like, that's a Sia Op song. I got a song called Sia Op. When I said Sia Op, let that nigga slide, that ain't Young Boy lingo. He ain't wanna say no shit like that. Let that nigga slide. He ain't gonna say that shit. He gonna say slide on that nigga. You know what I mean? But then niggas say that shit. He trying to do positive rap and shit. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Y'all hear me saying stop the violence. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. I'll do a letter to Young Boy. See if he get up with me. Cause you don't just get to say stop the violence. You gotta actually help. Cause you helped to contribute to the violence. So you don't just say stop it, and niggas who grew up on you and their whole genes have been affected by your sound and your tone, all right, just gonna stop. That ain't how this work. You gotta put even more energy into reversing the spell. Yeah, I'll write a letter to NLE. I'll write a letter to everybody. Matter of fact, that's what we probably just do. It's a whole 2024, the year of letters, nigga. Everybody gets a letter. You get a letter. You get a letter. You get a letter. Everybody get a motherfucking letter. Letter to the Shade Room. Letter to Say Cheese. Letter to V103. It said, ain't no way you that creative phase. I can write a letter to a ladybug. Stop playing with me. And that shit'll be fire. You would never thought a nigga could write a letter to a ladybug. That's that fucking platinum. Yeah, I write a letter to everybody. Niggas be nervous. Niggas be ducking, walking outside, trying to see if a letter coming for them. Paper plane letters just flying all around this bitch. Letter to Boosie, hell yeah, I write a letter to Boosie. They wanted me to get on the song with Boosie. I got the shit right now. I was just thinking to myself, I could get on that shit. What y'all think? I done already cussed the nigga ass out. I cussed Boosie ass out. Like, fuck Boosie. How you pay a prostitute to pull up and eat on your child? You a creep. What y'all think? Y'all think I should do this shit? They want me on the song with Boosie. Y'all think I'm playing? Where that shit at? I don't even know where that shit at. Do I even got that shit on here? What's the name of the shit? Don't Deserve Us or something like that? Oh, Standing on Business, what they called it. Yeah, my folks, Angie sent me that shit. She was like, yo, I need you to get on this. I could do it, but I'm like, in my mind, I done already cussed this nigga out. They're going to be a whole different problem. But they sent me the track. They want me on it. What y'all think? Y'all think I should do it? What y'all think if y'all see a Faise One featuring Boosie? Or a Boosie featuring Faise One? What y'all do? Shit, it's whatever to me. It's whatever to me. I'll do the shit just off the strength of Angie sending the shit to me. Cause I fuck with Angela Stan. Yo, I don't know nothing about, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be like Big Papa. Don't do that. You shouldn't do that. Pray about it. I don't know shit. I ain't never feel like no fire up under me to do the shit. It wouldn't be nothing but some marketing at the end of the day. Y'all think I'm lying? I got this shit right here.
Try to give them something to eat. If you see somebody lonely, you should try me. Need to bring the teachers who don't to stay for you. Community to be my unity. Need it to be a safer place to stay for you and me. If I'm that child role model, start using me. We need.
Y'all hear that shit? Like, come on now. So I like shit. He probably could have heard the fuck I said. And he ain't want no parts. I'm dead for real. I ain't gonna play the whole shit. Just out of respect for the process. But they sent the shit, they're like, get on this.
Need it to be a safer place to stay for you and me. If I'm that child role model, start using me. We need real teachers who don't mind schooling me.
Come on now. Come on now. That ain't Boosie. That's new Boosie. Come on now. You ain't heard a nigga say? If I'm that child role model, start using me. Okay. All right.
I need my community to be my unity. Need it to be a safer place to stay for you and me. If I'm that child role model, start using me. We need real teachers who don't mind schooling me.
That's it. That's all I can do, though. I don't think it's fair to do all that. But yeah, I think the chorus come after that. That's where I'm supposed to come in. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll see. We'll see. I want to know what y'all thought. Nigga said put Rod Wave on. Rod Wave. Standing on business. Standing on business. All of a sudden I just get sad. You know? Shit crazy. Cause stand on business. Shit just be crazy to me. Then I be just looking mad and I be getting sad and be up under the moon. And then just be standing on business. Yeah, I can't put Rod Wave on that shit. You know, shit really crazy, you know. Let's talk about hard time. Real bottom boy survivor. Why that shit go with it? Let's talk about hard time. Real bottom boy survivor. Way before the designer. I'm gonna vote for me and Robin. Come on now. See too many dark clouds, dark days, dark clouds and dark days. Shit crazy to me. I gotta get a nigga get around me fast. Community service, you know. Nah, I can't put Rod Wave on this shit. Y'all put DMS on that bitch. You know, standing on business, this shit getting real. I don't give a fuck about you or what anybody feels. This shit is cool. For me, I used to be that nigga back in school. But now I grew up, I said, now I know how to rule. Community service got a purpose. They truly don't deserve us. What? I said, who? Me? Talk about us? You gotta listen because it's a must. He put DMS on that bitch. He don't know what they calling me. I'm a dark man in the X. I really had to do my best. I came from an old time, and now it's new. And all I gotta say, dear Lord, thank you. Community. But gotta organize. Listen. That's why I stand on business. Dear Lord, let me stand on business every day. They don't deserve us. I don't know. Listen. Get off me. What are you doing? It's my song. Rough Riders.
Somebody hungry, try to give them something to eat.
Yeah, I put DMS on that bitch. That's why I'm standing on the business here. These motherfuckers got the pain and I need to heal. Gotta keep Tupac on it. My nigga Boosie, this motherfucker. Yeah, nigga. You know it's time to ride out. Community service, they don't deserve us. You ready? Everybody get on this song, nigga. This verse belong to everybody. Yeah, Pac would he'll blow that shit up. I wonder if he sucks. I wonder if he suckers wasn't jealous. Would the world be changed? With my presence, would it be the same? They never thought about the itty bitty babies. They still hollering, dear Lord, have we all been forgotten? Come on now. I peeped the scene of a vacant mind. I told my mama it's my world and I ain't defined by they words. I done called up my old niggas. It's safe to say them niggas still the same old niggas. Remember pit bulls in the backyard? Never knew when trouble came, had to act hard. Don't break a sweat, cause these niggas wanna catch you slipping. In they mind, if you gone, ain't no competition. Real talk and I ain't smack. Yeah. Download into Faise, bring it back. Stopping by the hood, it's been a long time. I see my niggas still headed down the wrong line. Nah, I ain't the police, and dear Lord, have love for the streets. It's crazy how it turned around. Niggas claiming thug life in the skirt now. Real niggas in the hood must have sold out. And no doubt, all the youngins ain't hip to the old route. Cause outlaws run the streets while these pastors preach. And we forgot about the youth that we had to teach. Can't suppose it was balanced out. Cause even old head stories on the porch ain't as bad as now. And niggas hopping off at 13. Another brother fell victim to the curse seed. These motherfuckers still lurking. That's why we started on business in this motherfucker. Yeah, nigga. Don't ever stop. Keep your head up. Keep riding. And ride. Oh shit, I realize I'm playing the whole damn chorus. Nigga vibing out, forgot. Oh shit. Nigga done went back on his word and shit. Who was gonna tell me? Y'all ain't gonna tell me. Y'all were gonna let the shit ride. That Jazz Faye on the chorus though. I might do that shit. Might do that shit tomorrow. I had already wrote some shit. I don't even know if I still got it. I might have to come off here and then screenshot the shit, so I don't know if I should do it. Or did I send it to my email? I don't know if I still got it. I'm for real, I ain't know I was, oh shit. I was like, why the shit vibing like that? Oh, I'm in the middle of the fucking chorus, nigga. I know everybody screen recording like a motherfucker. Yeah, we get Tupac on there, get DMX on there. We get everybody on that bitch. I'm working on that, what you call it? Black History music video. I'm trying to pull the shirt, see if I got them lyrics. That shit should be done soon. I'll probably let y'all get a little sneak peek of that. Probably drop it tomorrow. Yeah, the plan would be to release the shit on Instagram as a snippet and then drop it at 9 p.m. So let's see if I can do that tomorrow. Why you say, folk, we writing letters? Or what you say, folk? Hell yeah. Everybody get a letter. I told folk what the letter is. The letter is G. I broke that shit down. The letter to Sexy Red is that green sun up there. About to shift the music, God. Yeah, I mean, I don't think nobody would expect me to pop out and be like, hey, look, I'm on the song Boosie, boom. I think everybody would be like, you ever seen how people got to come around after you done cut somebody out, or you were just talking shit, and then the person come around and they got to act like they don't know you were just talking shit. I think that's how everybody would be. If I came out with that song, I think everybody would be like, okay, yeah, hey, I heard so much about you. I heard so much about you. You're Boosie, right? Yeah, okay. I think that's how everybody would respond to that shit. And I'd just be like, yeah, this is Boosie, who I was telling you about. Right, yeah, don't you have something to, do? You know what I mean? Before you get a bright idea. That's all. That should be some marketing. I think they're going to use that for the campaign. That's why I fuck with Angie. She hit me up and was like, look, you should do this. I'm like, that's a bet. We want your verse. Okay, cool, we'll do it. So I think they're going to use that for the campaign for Kennedy or something like that. Because he working with Angela Stanton. Angie taking his ass straight through the hood. You already know. That nigga been eating 10 pieces. Lemon pepper, all flash, peach drink. That nigga been walking with larger strides. What are you talking about? He been using the EBT card to get seafood over there. He doing all that shit. I'm telling you what the nigga doing. Kennedy is finna be completely black by election month. I'm telling you. He with Angie? Oh yeah. He probably gonna get his ass voted in. You like, we ain't know this nigga had a black son. That nigga gonna have a acceptance speech, be like, shit, what the fuck poppin'? I already told y'all nigga this shit was gonna happen. Hey, talking about, oh yeah, we ain't forgot what y'all did to my daddy. So, you know what I'm saying? Just like, yeah, hold that down. But yeah, for real though, we in this bitch. Kicking back, you know what's going. That's how Kennedy gonna be in office, fucking around with Angie. She's something here for real. That is not a joke. That's why I be telling people, don't believe people talking about we don't have people that can get into the politics game and fuck shit up. She did get in there. And she been fighting. And that's why they hate her. Because she ain't a synthetic one. She wasn't fashioned in a laboratory and put in front of people to say, go run. You know what I'm saying? What I supposed to do? Okay, let me see if I got this shit in here. I know I probably got that shit. I ain't seen them lyrics. I sent, oh yeah, I'm working on a, Marriage of the Lamb album. That's in the works now. Everybody that got their feature with me, for all y'all who sent y'all money for the feature, and sent y'all music in for the feature, I'm gonna put that shit on my album. When we get it done, I'm putting it on the Marriage of the Lamb album. If y'all want to. I know one person was like they wanted to be a single. So we're gonna push it as a single, but you know what I mean? I wanted everybody who was helping me to be able to get on that album, because them albums do well. Right now, I'll just say DM me, because I was doing it for 200, but that was like for that deal for 10 people to get in and do that 200. It boosted the fundraiser. And 10 people did get in. But you can DM me. We'll probably be able to work that same type of deal. I ain't tripping. My shit. Yeah, Black History. Yeah, I ain't seen that shit to myself. I had to get off of here, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, I'll probably do it. We'll see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Marriage of the Lamb album. I got to resist the urge of coming on here playing every fucking song I record. Got to leave some type of suspense in the damn records. Yeah, I already did the, you said talk about Drake. Oh, wow, we did that earlier. You don't know me. Sometimes I be taking breaks in the middle of my own teachings. We get to kicking shit. Everybody here got a drink in their hand. I don't want to politic. I'm trying to never mind. Okay. That's a bar. Yeah, I talked about it earlier, but you can go find it, though. Jets only. You can go find it. Type in Faise One. 2 words. Faise One. Drake Exposed. It'll come up. The same as that teaching I was just running. Where my shit at? I guess I ain't send it then. Arrive for my purpose, yeah. Standing on business. Standing on business, yeah.
Fuck black history, ain't no black history. This ain't black history, this ain't that, you. Ain't no black history.
The shit gonna skip because it's still processing the shit or rendering it.
Hey, this ain't black history, this ain't that, you'll see. They don't know about me, you don't know me, they gon' that you'll see. They don't know about me. You don't know about me. You don't know about me. They gon' know about me. You gon' know about me. See, I am not a slave. You gon' know about me. See, I am not a slave. I was born to slide. I am not afraid. Hop about the K. Oh yeah, free to God. They went out of state. I'm a child of God. I do not belong to the United States. Fuck black history, tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. I went to hell, I mean school, graduated at the top of my class. I went to hell, I mean school, graduated at the top of my class. Still never thought I was over my peers. We did that time together 12 years. Ain't that some movie? I think that it is. They won't control me, I'm really a member. I traveled that road, I came back with the jewels on. When I pull up, they peep how the roof gone. We some dog killers. Pull up, they peep how the roof gone. We some dog killers, won't chew bones. Know we all spit 'em, we supreme. Somewhere I rip on. Dog killers won't chew bones. Know we all spit 'em, we supreme. Somewhere I we supreme. Somewhere I read a nigga had a dream. Did them dirty, they keep playing by that same. Had a dream. Did them dirty, they keep playing by that same to us. But it bullshit. If you win the battle, you can tell the story and delete whoever, get whoever, and delete whoever, get whoever glory. Hope you listen closely. This ain't metaphor. This is straight up real and I prepared you for it. MLK was a motherfucking agent. At first he ain't know it, cause really they played him. They showed him the front of the building. They tell him the back was burning. But the secret gave him. He tried to reveal it. Go back. gave him, he tried to reveal it. Go back and listen to that. I have a dream, and the speed that he gave on the night before they killed him. He climbed up that mountain and seen the promised land. That boy was a Mason. By writing, they sealed him documents forever, but I know Mason. By writing, they sealed him documents forever, but I know Masons in Atlanta know better. They said he would kill cause of prejudice, yeah, but they lied to you. Here I come with that shovel on, yelling for black history. Ain't no black history, so they gon' know about black history, so they gon' know about me. You gon' know about me. See, I am not a slave, I was born to slide, I am not afraid. Hop about that K, oh yeah, free the guys, they went out of state. Hop about that K, oh yeah, free the guys, they went out of state. They went out of state. Yeah, I'm a child of God, I do not belong to the United States. Yeah, fuck black history, the United States. Yeah, fuck black history, tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British, man. Quite frankly, you was kings, Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners. Raised up the children to worship their images. Set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them in. This shit get way deeper than your pigment. What if I told you you was born sovereign and all you ever had to do was admit this shit? What if I told you that this was your ancestor land? That mean that they was the ancestor. Told you that this was your ancestor land. That mean that they was the immigrants. Wait, I think that someone tried to explain that. They was the immigrants. Wait, I think that someone tried to explain that 100 years later. The Negro was still in exile in his own land. Natural birthright, Malcolm X style. What was Holmes saying? That's the curse, right? Fuck black history. Ain't no black history. This ain't black history. This ain't that you'll see. They don't know about me. You don't know about me. They gon' know about me. You gon' know about me. See, I am not a slave. I was born to slide. I am not afraid. Hop about the K. Oh yeah, free the guy. They went out of state. I'm a child of God. I do not belong to the United States. Fuck black history, tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. I went to hell, I mean school, graduated at the top of my class. Still never thought I was over my peers. We did that time together 12 years. Ain't that some movie? I think that it is. They won't control me, I'm really a member. I traveled that road, I came back with the jewels for 'em.
So yeah, that little snippet of it. I saw you gonna skip cut of shit, but you can see this just me literally getting started. There's more shit I'm gonna put in this shit, like I did with the source video. It's like it looked like you figured it out, but yeah, shit gonna just give it time.
Fuck black history, ain't no black history. This ain't black history. This ain't that you'll see. That me, you don't know about. They gon' know about me. You gon' about me. They gon' know about me. You gon' know about me. See, I am not a slave. I was born to slide. I am not afraid. Hop about the K. Oh yeah, free the guy. They went out of state. I'm a child of God. I do not belong to the United States. Fuck black history, tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. I went to hell, I mean school, graduated at the top of my class. Still never thought I was over my peers. We did that time together 12 years. Ain't that some movie? I think that it is. They won't control me, I'm really a member. I traveled that road, I came back with the jewels for 'em. When I pull up, they peep how the roof gone. We some dog killers, won't true bones. Know we all spit 'em, we supreme. Somewhere I read a nigga had a dream. Did them dirty, they keep playing back that same to us, but it bullshit. If you win the battle, you can tell the story and delete whoever, get whoever glory. Hope you listen closely, this ain't metaphor. Straight up real and I prepared you for it. MLK was a Asian. At first he ain't know, because really they played him. They showed him the front of the building, they tell him the back was burning. But the secret they gave him, he tried to reveal it. Go back and listen to that. I have a the speed that he gave on the night before they killed him. He climbed up that mountain and seen the promised land. That boy was a Mason. By writing, they sealed him documents forever. But I know Masons in Atlanta know better. They said promised land. The night before they killed him, he climbed up that mountain and seen the promised land. That boy was a Mason. By writing, they sealed them documents forever. But I know Masons in Atlanta know better. They said he would kill cause of prejudice, yeah, but they lied to you. Here I come with that shovel on, yelling fuck black history. Ain't no fuck black history. Ain't no black history. They gon' know about me. You gon' know about me. See, I am not a slave. I was born to slide, not afraid. See, I am not a slave. I was born to slide. I am not afraid. About that K, oh yeah, free the guys, they went out of state. Yeah, I'm a child of God, I do not belong to the United States. Yeah, fuck black history, tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British, man. Quite frankly, you was kings Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners. Raised up the children to worship their images. Set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them in. This shit get way deeper than your pigment. What if I told you you was born sovereign and all you ever had to do was admit this shit? What if I told you that this was your ancestor land? That mean that they was the immigrants. Wait, I think there's someone tried to explain that 100 years later. The Negro was still in exile in his own land. Natural birthright, Malcolm X style. What was Holmes saying? That's the curse, right? Fuck black history, ain't no black history. This ain't black history, this ain't that you'll see. They don't know about me, you don't know about me. They gon' know about me, you gon' know about me. See, I am not a slave, I was born to slide, I am not afraid. Hop about the K, oh yeah, free to God, they went out of state. I'm a child of God, I do not belong to the United States. Fuck black history, tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. I went to hell, I'm in school, graduated at the top of my class. Still never thought I was over my peers. We did that time together 12 years. Ain't that some movie? I think that it is. They won't control me, I'm really a member. I traveled that road, I came back with the jewels for 'em.
Yep. That shit gonna be hard though. That shit gonna be hard. I just started on this shit today. I was gonna drop it today, but I'm like, this shit I ain't gonna be able to drop that shit today. I gotta do more shit with it. Turn that shit up. But yeah, it's like a CIA type room. Like they watching me in the seat from the CIA. I mean, it's gonna be hard. But I'm still telling the secrets. So somehow I'm able to get the transmission to you, or the emission to you. Even though they got my shit, you know what I'm saying, plugged up. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all. Thank you. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, King. Then 9 p.m., bro. 9 p.m. Happy birthday to you. We'll drop that shit at 9. And then King know every song. If I ever forget what the fuck I named my song, he gonna remember. Hey, you talking about? When you taking my blood, you stop letting them. Stop letting them do that. Yeah, tell Uncle Sam he can catch fade. Like y'all can see who I'm marketing it to. Like who is it supposed to be sent to and for? The people of this world who don't really know what the hell going on. But as long as they can hear that authentic tone, them niggas gonna pick up on some shit. They gonna be like, hold on. I know, cause I was around it. All niggas need to know is your shit like authentic. I appreciate you letting me know it's catchy, cause that's what I'm going for real. Like I need people to be able to have that shit in their head. How this bullshit be in their head. And that's why I say the chorus is an affirmation. You know what I'm saying? I am not a slave. I was born to slide. I am not afraid. You know what I'm saying? It's I am. It's an affirmation. You know what I mean? I'm a child of God. I do not belong to the United States. And then declaring war on Sam, or the poison one. Fuck black history, tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. The same reason why I do the lingo a certain way. Like you have to listen to how the lingo is in the music. It's for a reason. If you hear heavy lingo in my song, that's heavy, that's high level magic. Because you got to reach over to where people are speaking that lingo. That's how you communicate with them. And if you hear a song that ain't really like that, it's another level that I'm applying. But for people to hear this shit and be like, okay, cool, they can fuck with it, that's what we need them to do. You know what I mean? That's what we need them at. Because we need everybody to come home. You got a secret.
You gotta hop up there with me, smoke. Pull up, get the puffin', we don't fuck with Diddy. This ain't TD Jakes and this ain't Jacob, we don't fuck with Diddy. Bitch, I'm from the A, please don't mistake it for another city. New Jerusalem, don't do the fooly fool with him. And if you do, you lose a limb. Don't make me do it till you see him. I'm walking on top of coffins, I let the G's in. Call shit, we do this often, not just the weekend. Dark skin, light skin, brown skin, bring them through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, oh, through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, through the. I said dark skin, light skin, brown skin, break. Oh, ooh, damn, shawty fine, and she got a lot of mine. Hold up, what you doing all on this side of town? You know we get busy here. I thought it get fizzy here. OG with a pole, he's 64, he in here Disney year. He abracadabra, make your magic city disappear. And I hope that's crystal clear. All my niggas scripters here. That don't mean we script, that mean we script. We flip the script, we switching gear. No unknownism, we don't do no 6 a year. 999, yeah, we gon' juice that world for everything it worth. Lucid dream, we formed a new regime, we really too supreme. This ain't just no human beings, you read it right, we moving green. But we still blew the scene, boom. You gotta hop up there with me, smoke. Pull up, get the puffin', we don't fuck with Diddy. This ain't TD Jakes and this ain't Jacob, we don't fuck with Diddy. Bitch, I'm from the A, please don't mistake it for another city. New Jerusalem, don't do the fooly fool with him. And if you do, you lose a limb. Don't make me do it till you see him. I'm walking on top of coffins, I let the G's in. Call shit, we do this often, not just the weekend. Dark skin, light skin, brown skin, dark skin, light skin, brown skin, dark skin, light skin, brown skin. Bring them through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, oh, through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, through the. I said dark skin, light skin, brown skin, break. Oh, ooh, damn, shawty fine, and she got a lot of mine. And the name was so important, and the fame went worth a fortune. But if they gon' try extortion, we screaming out good luck then. And we came in like the 4 winds and got the scorching. No tweak, I follow, don't know what they do. And this ain't coward, we just on the move. Oh, he got power, he can deploy the truth. Yeah. Don't get me bothered by they know the rules. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so look it, Nick Carter, they still trying to book me. Oh yeah, after like nigga done did like 10 years overlooking all of a sudden they talking about click up. Nah, fuck that, put no tricks up. Ball on your whole crib, cause it's up. I'm going hard again on brick up. Y'all nigga gon' have to show me something. Fairly obligated, yeah, my KO be like Obi-Wan. They gon' try to make the chopper take them down like Kobe hung. Bitch, I gave my life 1,000 times, they still don't owe me none. Universal donor in my blood, yeah, it's the OP1. Thicker than water, well, get off my dick, I know I'm Obi-Wan. How these niggas steppers when they worry about getting their toes redone. I came from the slum, my mama vet, but this ain't Jody's son. I chose this for life, you don't know what it's like to be told it's on. At only 5 years old, it shows your whole life in a moment. So you know what type of road you gone. But only soldiers go who consciously make a decision to get in that molded lunch. He ain't trying to live off bread alone. And they got molded lunch. They food will not endure like it's outside. And when that war is done, just know the soul is on. And on and on, that's right, you know this song. Really can't be fucked with actual niggas who the chosen ones. We just like the police song. And the name was so important, worth a fortune, but if they gon' try extortion, we screaming out good luck, good luck. We came in like the 4 winds and got the scorching. Don't tweak, I find, I don't know what they do. And this ain't coward, we just on the move. Oh, he got power, he can deploy the truth. Don't get me bothered by they know the rules. Don't tweak, I find, I don't know what they do. And this ain't coward, we just on the move. Oh, he got power, he can deploy the truth. Don't get me bothered, I ain't know the rules. Yeah. If all else fails, I'm a gangster. Big capital G, just like Steve, get your rank up, yes sir. My nuts hang, I'm having my Louise. These bitches must be dizzy, tryna fuck with me, God is my witness. Whole city on fire if I ride with my niggas indeed. Fuck with me, y'all can try, but I swear to God that you niggas will not survive. Jail cell walk, just like hell nah. Let my brother stay in jail nah. What that bell cost? Oh, you made them tuck they tail, dog? Yeah, they fell off. Honk, dunk, gargantuan steppers, and they stomp. I got niggas pulling up with halo guns. Wom. All white, call that yayo where I come from. You don't wanna play around with that boy, no, he is undone.
to become one. That's just a real one. I used to pop out with a prop, but it's a real gun. The real one. And I proceed, cause if all else fails, I'm a gangster. Big capital G, just like Steve, get your rank up, yes sir. My nuts hang on having my Louise. These bitches must be dizzy trying to fuck with me, God is my witness. Whole city on fire, if I ride with my niggas indeed. Yeah, I could try, but I swear to God that you niggas will not survive.
You gotta hop on there with me.
Smoke.
Pull up, get the puffin', we don't fuck with Diddy.
This ain't TD Jason, this ain't Jacob, we don't fuck with Diddy.
Bitch, I'm from the A, please don't mistake it for another city.
I'm walking.
Don't do the fooly fool with him. And if you do, you lose a limb. Don't make me do it
Till you sound, I'm walking on top of coffins. I let the
G's in.
caution, we do this often, not just a
Weekend, dark skin,
light skin.
brown skin.
Bring them through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, through the, said through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, through the
I said
dark skin,
light skin,
brown skin.
oh,
Ooh,
damn.
shawty fine, and she got a lot of mine. Hold up, what you doing out on this side of town? You know we get busy here.
I thought it get fizzy here. OG with a pole.
He's 64, he ain't hit Disney here.
He abracadabra.
Make your Magic City disappear.
And I hope that's crystal clear.
All my niggas scrippers here.
That don't mean we script.
That mean we script.
We flip the script. We
Switching gear.
No unknownism.
We don't do no 6 in here.
999, yeah. We gon' juice that world for everything it worth. Lucid dream. We formed a new regime. We really too supreme. This ain't just no human beings. You read it right.
We moving green. But we still blew the scene. You gotta hop up there with me. Smoke.
Pull up, get the puffin'.
We don't fuck with Diddy.
This ain't TD Jason.
This ain't Jacob. We don't fuck with Diddy.
Bitch, I'm from the A. Please don't mistake it for another city. New Jerusalem.
Don't do the
fooly fool with him.
And if you
do, you lose a limb.
don't make me do it till you Sim.
I'm
On top of coffins,
I let the
G's in.
call shit. We
Do this often, not just a weekend.
dark skin,
Light skin, brown skin, dark skin, light skin, brown skin, dark skin, light skin, brown skin. Bring them through the gate,
through the gate,
through the gate.
through the gate,
Said through the gate,
through the gate,
through the gate.
through the. I said
Dark skin, light skin.
brown skin, break. Oh,
Ooh, damn, shawty fine, and she got a lot of mine.
baby, tell me where you been again. I'm the young nigga with no friends.
And I like guns and roses.
They want too much time.
Be spent trying to explain. Ain't never gave fuck about fame, and I don't trust a soul.
Better
Tell me what you know. Who sent you? Speak up, I need some info. All the shit that I done been through. I got too much on my mind.
It's time, and I know it's all divine.
It's all aligned, it's by design.
So baby, tell me where you'll find
Another love like mine.
You know what I'm saying? You just blind, one of a kind.
Yeah, yeah.
Send it chills all up your spine. Shit getting real, I'm up my time. Can you tell me when
It's time to go.
you know how it goes
When
when
niggas
rise
and fall. I don't even want no dealings or no ties at all. Hope these niggas don't get the trick, you know I ain't got it all.
Baby, tell me where you been.
Again, I'm another nigga with no friends, and I like
guns
and roses.
Baby, want too much time be spent.
Trying to explain, ain't no gay fuck about fame, and I don't trust a soul. Better tell me what you know.
Who sent you?
Speak up, I need some info. All the shit that I done been through, I got too much on my mind.
It's time, and I know it's all divine.
It's all aligned.
It's by design, so baby,
Tell me where you'll find
another thought like mine. Deal what I'm saying, or you can't mind. Way beyond, won't be defined.
yeah, yeah.
Sending chills, I love your spine. Shit getting real, I'm up my time. Can you tell me when it's
Time to float,
You know how it goes when niggas climb.
then fall. I don't even want no feelings or no vibes at all. Hold these niggas don't get the train, I ain't got it all. Hold these niggas don't get the train, I ain't got it all.
I pray that I wake up tomorrow, but don't cry for me, baby, if I don't. It ain't life, it like playing the lotto. She get cold, but I keep me a Fido. I done sweat this shit up, I won't lie though. And these niggas ain't cut to be rivals. I came up by myself, bitch, I'm solo, but I'm hot though. On that road, I've been dodging these potholes. On my way to go fuck with a model. She just hit me like bring her a bottle. What will I bottle? I don't know, so I grab her some Crown Royal. I've been screaming help, don't let me drown, Lord. Maybe that might explain why I sound hoarse. Ghetto blood rushing through my veins. Came from poverty, I'm not ashamed. Shit, it taught me how not to be vain. Shit, it taught me nobody got change. They be patting their pockets in line. I spent $50 on my chain. Give a fuck if they reaching for mine. If they actin' snatch it, they can have it. You look down on me cause it look fabric. I could tuck me a milli this week. Would you still handle me like a nobody? Shit, I'm already knowing like I nobody. They be going for that motion, they throwbacks. They don't fuck with a nigga with no pockets. I ain't mad, I got shit to do anyway. I'm not trying to be average, I've been a great. Ever since I was young, I've been seeing straight. Bitch, I'm built for this shit like I'm lifting weights. Stars leak on it, might like it fluid. They ain't want me to make it, I knew it. Told myself if we gotta go cloud chase, we gon' strike it up and make it our face. Do it our way. I wake up tomorrow, but don't cry for me, baby, if I don't. It ain't life, it like playing the lotto. She get cold, but I keep me a Fido. I done sweat this shit up, I can't lie though. And these niggas ain't cut to be rivals. I came up by myself, bitch, I'm solo, but I'm hot though. On that road, I've been dodging these potholes.
In the middle of summer, the rain was pouring all night. Pretty baby, did you know that the sun was a celebrity and it shine over lovers in favor? The hearts intertwined. Just a minute, had to figure it out. What's more lucid than a loving, kissing and hugging? Do you feel me gripping in the tugging? Hold on, oh, let's be dreaming on and 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 on. Come on, baby, show me your loving. Take me along for the ride. Come on, baby, show me your loving. Take me along for the ride. Come on, baby, show me your loving. Take me along for the ride. Come on, baby, show me your loving. Take me along for the ride. If you did ever wonder the name of the forest of life, so really, baby, did you know that this one was called the Evergreens and it's mine and it's yours to savor? The darks and the light. Just a minute, had to figure it out. What's more lucid than the loving, kissing and hugging? Do you feel me gripping in the tugging? Hold on, oh, let's be dreaming on and 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 on. Come on, baby, show me your loving. Take me along for the ride. Come on, baby, show me your loving. Take me along for the ride. Come on, baby, show me your loving. Take me along for the ride. Come on, baby, show me your loving. Take me along for the ride. Take me along for the ride.
That would have been a miracle, nigga. How you doing, man? You all right? Hey, that's a good answer. Yeah.
Hey, I ain't worried about these niggas. I got power too.
And they got 5.
Shit, I got power.
I'm drawing win or lose, who cares? I got a long way to go, I'm prepared. I'm up them motherfucking stairs and I'm gon' get there, get there, get there, yeah, yeah.
Get there,
Wah, wah.
get there,
Ooh,
get there,
yeah, yeah.
get there.
Whoa, whoa.
You wasn't
Fucking with mine.
text you when you respond.
Remember that?
Secret Santa.
Big old bat, don't worry about it.
I was feeling like the red.
Cause I don't wanna try to shun, I'm fed up. I took the heart away, one no more holiday. Hit it the plug, they brought more guns. They run. Sons, they not even born.
One day they listen to all of
My songs.
You get the picture and all that I done. You wanna be great,
slow it down. You got one life. You don't gotta get it done fast. You just gotta get it done right.
So don't be scared to push that line and bullet through. Just be cautious.
You hard but not bulletproof.
It's true, shit.
I ain't worried about these niggas. I got power too, and they got fire. And I got fire, I'm drawn. Win or lose, who cares? I got a long way to go, I'm prepared. I'm up them motherfucking stairs, and I'm gon' get there,
Get there, get there.
yeah, yeah.
Get there, get there.
Whoa, whoa,
Get there, get there.
whoa,
Get there, get there.
uh-huh,
Get there.
yeah, yeah.
Get there, get there.
Whoa, whoa,
Get there.
whoa, whoa.
You must just thought
I ain't gon' get it out that little shit.
Hear my talk like I ain't gon' ride.
Like I ain't gon' blip out that little shit. I'm going harder than who hardest. I'm on brick.
You wouldn't deal with me on sauce, so you can get on all my dick. One of my pet peeves, play like you betted on me when I did. I don't chat no cheese. Try and give me some bread, some lettuce, some green. Won't fold me now, but you let me on see how I feel to be out of that loop of that stream. When you tugging, you pulling, I cut it like fuck is you mean? Nigga got power, ordering things, ain't getting no pass.
I'm Lord of the Rings.
I'm married now, just me and my dream, me and my vision, me and my wings. I'm up in the galaxy, I know they mad at me. Somebody swore I won't cancel today. I pull up and make tongue shake. They keep me up on, I'ma dance to the daylight. I know you thought
I wasn't gonna get it out, but I did. Hey, I ain't worried about these niggas. I got power too, and they got fire. Shit, I got fire.
and I got five.
I'm drawing, win or lose, who cares? I got a long way to go, I'm prepared. I'm up them motherfucking stairs, and I'm gon' get there. Uh-huh,
Get there, get there.
yeah, yeah.
Get there, get there.
Whoa, whoa,
Get there, get there.
whoa,
Get there, get there.
uh-huh,
Get there, get there.
yeah, yeah.
Get there, get there.
Whoa, whoa,
Get there, get there.
You must just thought I wasn't gonna get it out that little shit. Hey, whoa, whoa. You must just thought I wasn't gonna get it out, but I did. Hey, hey, come out. Lifestyle will probably never change. Won't let it rain.
$50 on a petty chain.
I think they waiting for me.
Taking off.
They told me move slow. I'm by myself in the coupe. That's a two door, but what that two for? Blitz, and I know it's a risk, bitch. Better hope I don't miss, bitch. You know me, let's go. Lifestyle will probably never change. Won't let it rain. $50 on a petty chain. I think they waiting for me. I told them I was on their ass out bad. How they let an outcast pass? Dumbbells in the back with a semi-automatic, but I'm moving intelligent, nigga. Bow bad, shoot at the pelican, nigga. All the shit was for the bird from the beginning. But I couldn't let my people think the devil finna win. I'm alone, but shit is on. I take my chance. And we mix pop. When they listen to my shit, they be like, this pop. That's why they niggas in they feeling when my shit drop. Nigga tryna copy my sound like TikTok. Bitch, nigga, I am sound. My pants down and my middle finger to the whole game. I'm conducting the soul train. They gon' look to the sky when it's over and know why I came. I'm 42, I dug a nigga grave. Yeah, you paid. Yeah, you slave. Future woke up in a new Bugatti. Why the fuck was he sleep is the question. Calling on Jesus for nothing. Draco nigga won't stick talk, tell him I'm deep with discussion. What they do when they heard I was popping? Tried to Uzi my bird, I done dropped him. Birds out the locker, them birds still chirping that word to my poppin'. Blow up the earth and I stopped him. I told him I'm back on the mission. Shit ain't over, I just fractured my vision. Lifestyle will probably never change. $1 million won't let it rain. $50 on a petty chain. I think they waiting for me, Taking off, I told them move. I'm by myself in the coupe. That's a two door, but what that two for? I think they waiting for me, Blitz, and I know it's a risk, bitch. Better hope I don't miss, bitch. You know me, let's go. Lifestyle will probably never change. $1 million won't let it rain. $50 on a petty chain. I think they waiting for me. I told them I was on their ass out bad. How they let an outcast pass? Dumbbells in the back with a semi-automatic, but I'm moving intelligent, nigga. Bow bad, shoot at the pelican, nigga. All this shit was for the bird from the beginning. But I couldn't let my people think that I'm alone, but shit is on. I take my chance, take my chance, take my chance, take my chance. I think they waiting for me, waiting for me, waiting for me. know what I'm saying? Hey, I think they waiting for me. See, like everybody gang now. Everybody TTG, everybody train now. Shot my nigga Fred, they really try to blow his brains out. But he's still alive, if that ain't God, then who we think now? Cause he got kids. I don't know why we gotta be like this. Everybody shamed out. Everybody changed for this fame. It's a shame how this whole thing played out. Like what happened to all the love we left at grandmama house? Love each other, then what a word we heard from grandmama mouth. Along with boys, you crazy. You better not stand on my couch. I know niggas getting they feeling cause I chat and I shout. About my city, bitch, I'm from here to Atlanta, my house. Put down the guns, have we not lost enough fathers and sons? I know it's pride up in these streets. Nobody taught us to run, but while we busy stepping, thought of the harm. We wasn't raising our babies, look what our daughters become. OnlyFans was not a part of the plan, but that's what happened when you tell a generation they don't need a man. Man don't feel love, so man gon' give up. Cause man, this shit tough, so man gon' be a thug. Niggas turn to organization to feel accepted. They were grandmama house and she wouldn't let it get chaotic like we did. We gotta cancel all that bullshit. And she would never forgot it like we did. Feel like everybody bang now. Everybody TTG, everybody bang now. Shot my nigga Fred, they really tried to blow his brains out. But he's still alive, if that ain't God, then who we think now? Cause he got kids. I don't know why he gotta be like this. Everybody for this. It's a shame how this whole thing played out. To all the love we left at EYE. I've been in these streets before the other people. From out here helping people. Piecing money out like I'm R. Kelly people. Came from the slum, perks keep me numb. Swear it's killing me, I feel so dumb. In my palm. Really, I just wanna see my mom. President done changed now. They watching our all these money that done came now. They watching our brain now. I pay attention to Faise One. He gave me a little gain. I would never trust the government the same now. Everybody bang now. Everybody TTG. Everybody train now. Shot my nigga Fred. They really tried to blow his brains out. But he's still alive. If that ain't God, then who we think now? Cause he got kids. I don't know why we got to be like this. Everybody for some. It's a shame how this whole thing played out. And what happened to all the love we left at grandmama house? That's this TTG Fred. My nigga TTG Fred. The album called Marriage of the Lamb. Or it might be still called Wedding of the Lamb. I just still got to choose between which one it's going to be, depending on what tone or frequency I'm going to come through. It'll probably be Wedding of the Lamb or Marriage of the Lamb. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it called. But yeah, that TTG Fred. It might be, I won't say I wanted this to be a feature album. You know what I mean? Like you invite other people to perform at the wedding. You with me? We'll see how it go though. We'll see how it turns out. What happened to all the love we left at grandmama house? Love each other. That was the word that came from grandmama mouth. Along with boys, you crazy. You better not stand on my couch. I know niggas getting they feeling cause I chant and I shout about my city. Bitch, I'm from here too, Atlanta, my house. Put down them guns. Have we not lost enough fathers and sons? I know it's pride off in the street. Nobody taught us to run. While we busy stepping, have we ever thought of the harm? We wasn't raising our babies. Look what our daughters become. You know what I'm saying? OnlyFans was not a part of the plan, but that what happened when you tell a generation they don't need a man. Man don't feel love, so man gonna give up. Cause man, this shit tough, so man gonna be a thug. Niggas turn to organization to feel accepted. But I swear, they were grandmama house, she wouldn't let it get chaotic like we did. We gotta cancel all that bullshit. We family, and she would never forgot it like we did. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know what I'm talking about? You said young as old head. I feel that. I appreciate y'all for tuning into it, though. Once I figure out how many, how many tracks I'm gonna put on it, we'll be done with this shit soon. We'll probably have it bit by February 28th, how I dropped it last year. Blood of the Lamb last year, February 28th. It depends.
This ain't on the album though. This is what I told y'all gonna play earlier, the letter to Lucci. This one of the first letters I wrote in 2020.
Yeah, I never forgot you gave me a shot. It's love. I thought it'd be hate, but it's not. Used to nigga tryna play me inside. They thinking they help me, I take their little spot. Harder than all of the nigga they post. Potters and all, but I get it, they hoes. Politic part of this shit and they know. After you vouched, I've been getting exposure. I've been getting followers for real. Not $1 million, but it feel like I'm going to the top, it's getting real. You believed in me. They been calling out for real. Say that they been watching while I build. Why the fuck they ain't call when I was down and out still? Yeah, you don't know how hard they been sleeping. I'm talking about for no fucking reason. In my mind, I sure wasn't thinking that I had to blow up and leave them. They were trying to get the money, never saw a nigga coming. I was sleeping in the car, I was freezing. I'm the nigga that y'all ain't believing. Still had to struggle through all of them demons. So proud that I'm breathing. I done been through hell with no God. Traveled on the trail with no God. I done hit the field for both sides. Niggas never cared to know why. Still on going up, I can't complain. Sauce dripping off the angel wings. Y'all niggas talk, but ain't gon' bang. If you do it, not gon' change.
I never forgot you gave me a shot.
I thought it'd be hate, but it's not.
Used a nigga trying to play me aside.
They thinking they help me, I take their little spot.
Harder than all of the nigga they post.
Potters and all, but I get it, they hoes. Politics
part of this shit and they know.
After you vouched, I've been getting exposure.
I been getting followers for real. Not $1 million, but it feel like I'm going to the top, it's getting real. Label, they been watching out for real. They been watching while I build. Why the fuck they ain't call when I was down and out still? Yeah.
This ain't no joke, nigga. Label been calling. I'm screaming, you know, like I'm straight from New Orleans. He came a long way from them days on the block. He was taking your wallet to make a few dollars. Say you gon' ride, I won't play with you, Harley. You know you ain't bout it. Don't say that you bout it. I got so much ice for my age is retarded. I really be riding with Saber-tooth Tiger. Shout out to Lucci, you did what you did. Honestly, nobody else would've done it. There's so many industry niggas been watching my shit. They just scroll by, they never would comment. Like, why in the fuck do they follow me? They been sleeping on real talent, but they signed to these niggas who suck and it bothered me. Why was he the first to fucking acknowledge me? Gave me my shot. God, you gave me a shot.
I thought it'd be hate, but it's not. Used to nigga trying to play me aside.
They thinking they help me, I take their little spot.
Harder than all of them nigga they post. Partners it's all.
But I get it, they hoes.
Politic part of this shit and they know.
After you vouched, I've been getting exposure.
I've been getting followers for real. Not $1 million, but it feel like I'm going to the top, it's getting real. Label, they been
calling out for real.
Say that they been watching while I build.
Why the fuck
They ain't call when I was down and out still. Yeah. Yeah, that was some shit. That was hard.
I don't mean to be a bother. Not on me, it's getting harder. By all means, you live it larger. You always scream, you witness hardship. I don't see you in the darkness, but
I don't mind.
You aren't my kind.
You walking blind. Exactly. I don't care. You stay right there. I'm on my way somewhere. This gonna be on the album too.
Aye, truth starts sinking in. The love that we keeping in. We could blend, but we pretend. Need peace again. Spend my weekends in. I ain't going out. Even to the wheel, I was showing out. Detours on the road, but I know the route. Learn that you can't listen with an open mouth. But Iman was a home, was an open house. Smoke a little, drink a little. Couple points in my water, can't sleep for real. But didn't know that the pain that you keep a kill. I had to keep a pill just to keep concealed. Some evening still creep, demon feel. Some thoughts I can see from a demon's will. But I need to chill, I need to heal. Open up my heart, I need to feel. I'm trying to keep it while I'm still keep it real. I'm not trying to kill, cause we need to build. But you still gotta keep it still. If it's not time to shoot, don't let it be revealed. Keep it real, keep it low, keep it close. Keep it love your family and all your foes. Keep the hope, keep it woke. These puppet motherfuckers, y'all can keep the vote. The heaven up the spine where you need to go. I see seeps of ghosts. I spend my weekends token. That's my PO. I don't even smoke it. I'm a cheat code. If I stay devoted, I release gold. When I spit the coded in the streets cold. We ain't no opponents. The police close, but they eagles loaded.
I don't mean
To be a bother.
I don't mean
It's getting harder.
by all means you live in larger. You always
Screamed you witness hardship, but I don't see you in the darkness. But I don't mind. You aren't my kind. You walking blind. I don't care. You stay right there. I'm on my way somewhere. Exactly, Bree.
All I'm messing is real or a dream life. Seem like they do the opposite of green life. Enemies looking like me don't seem right. Trying to spit that raw shit that they get a fiend right. Oh, you not a fiend, you just can't start the lean right. Boy, those snakes in the grass got a mean bite. We're polluters, so it's hard to live a clean life. We're the leaders that they kids wanna be like. I don't see none. They will run the same play, it's a rerun. Say it so, you ain't finna get a refund. Promote addicts, not the children wanna be one. Hit lit sales, drugs go D1. What you see, that's what you finna become. Some friends ain't friends when the heat come. Some friends ain't friends when the heat come. Like, hey. Gotta see faking and knowledge. The problem is they don't teach real in them colleges. I'm a one lead the whole world in astonishment. Look at myself in the mirror and promise that I'm gonna be prominent. Moving the truth, so we step into confidence. Get out the offices, we need accomplishments. We too busy, always fearing the consequences. If we fearless, then ain't nobody stopping it. Hey,
He hard.
and it ain't nobody stopping it. And it ain't.
I don't mean to be a bother. Lie on me, it's getting harder. By all means, you living larger. You always scream, you witness hardship. I don't see you in the darkness, but I don't mind. You aren't my kind. You walking blind. I don't care. You stay right there. I'm on my way somewhere. So shout out to new beginners, the green light, it's the vibe, it's the movement in it. We keep fighting, besides if we lose or win, it just seems like we survive for the future, didn't it? Cause these lives that we provide for the students living within this movie could really be the hugest blenders, whether we hang it up on the ceiling or put it on their necklaces. For protection, it looks better than a noose, but then it's like, who could remove the hallucinogens so that the you could see the truth and prove the vision? Got tools that we use, so we choose to dish them, but if we do dish them, tools get used against them. They bruise and they abuse, so who can fix them? If we see no good, if we send the flood, then who amongst you is the the fish? I'm looking at you like, ooh, we approve of this one. That'll be the hugest shoes to fit, huh? Cause even if it's you and you knew that it comes, still gotta see it, they take it, the heat and they make it to see when they make it. That once they were blind, it was amazing grace that saved them from being enslaved by their unstable mind. Once they were blind, now it's only one way to climb. I put them out in that sun, they refine. Went through that tension like Johnny with flying colors we passed. American dragon got sat on his ass. My bros and sons run capture that lag. King of the hill, we capture they flag. When we on that boat and we see you paddling past. Why didn't you listen when I went bad? I had to just ask. I don't mean to be a bother. Lie on me, it's getting harder. By all means, you living larger. You always scream, you witness hardship. I don't see you in the darkness, but I don't mind. You aren't my kind. You walking blind. I don't care. You stay right there. I'm on my way somewhere.
Yeah, this shit gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard as album. You got that one, you got the Good Luck one, Guns N' Roses, Tomorrow, F With Me, The Gate, Waiting For Me, Grandmama House. I don't know if I'm gonna put Letter to Farrakhan on there. I'm thinking about it, maybe. Maybe. Middle of Summer, Get There. There's a lot of songs. I'm trying to figure out how many I'm gonna put on that bit. But I'm really in the mood to like hit up the booth and just like go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's some vibes. That song opened up the whole album. Bro sent me that song. I'm like, bro, this shit, nigga, this shit is fucking stellar. Like, bro, that shit hard. So that's gonna open up the album. That's gonna set the tone. And then the rest of it's gonna be a journey. Y'all know how we do. Same song and dance, a journey. I gotta hit Montana, see when we gonna drop this Almost There. We can't keep holding that song. But it was another song we had did. He gotta do some verses on it. But I had did the chorus. Let me try to pull that up.
Timetables added up, the way that they divide faith and laugh at us. I'm dealing with these blind babies acting up. My niggas in the fireplace, we had to bust. Nightmares hit the screen like it's right there. From the cradle to the high chair. Niggas been afraid of you, the light bear. The demons came, it was never gonna end of the world. I don't wanna play if I can't play it my way. End of the world for me. I'll be with you tomorrow. See you through the sorrow. I'll be right there. End of the road. I don't wanna play if I can't play it my way. End of the road for me. I'll be with you for always. To see you through the hard days. be right there. Another row.
Yeah, he got to do his verses on it. But if we can get that one in, I'll probably put that on the album. Almost There got to be a single though.
End of the road. I don't wanna play if I can't play it my way. End of the road.
For me,
I'll be with you
tomorrow,
See you
through the sorrow, I'll be right there. End of the road.
I don't wanna play if I can't play it my way.
End of the road for me.
I'll be with you for always.
See you through the hard days, I'll be right there. End of the road.
Everybody got stacks, everybody got straps, everybody got racks. Give a fuck about that. Everybody wanna trap out the bando, let a cop come. Every motherfucker run about that. Everybody want beef, everybody want drama, everybody wanna ride, no nobody want die. See them ram blue lights, nigga wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight right now to save your life. See, ain't nobody scared to the phone get tapped and you don't get taxed and the boys got fat. Nigga said they was down, nigga said they was squad, nigga said they was gang, nigga all of them ran. When you sitting alone, eyes closed in the zone, and you thinking about the dumb shit you done did wrong. Now you about to be gone till your kids get grown, nigga crying on the phone. I just wanna come around. I smell.
They finna cut my lie, y'all. I got a minute 33 seconds left.